Huh? Huh?
Hello, Scooby. Welcome in. I saw the redeem. Hello, hello. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Here, let me swap things over. There we go. Now I can see chat. Now I can see ya. Chat can see me. Ayo, Apollo. How are you doing? How is life treating ya? Did I respond? I saw your last message, but I can't remember if I responded to it. Hold on. I saw it yesterday when I got out of stream and then was just so brain dead after stream that I forgot to respond. But I was gonna say that, like, I hope all the work stuff goes smoothly as well. And that everything goes okay. Trying to beat Balatro, have yet to win. Oh, I feel like I haven't heard people talk about Balatro in a bit, but that game's really fun to watch people play. I am hoping that you win. I believe. I have faith. Also, oh my god, 10 stream streak. Thank you. Thank you, Scooby. Big shout out to Scooby. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. All right. We are immediately jumping back in to God knows how long exposition. That was insane that we only got through like the introduction and like 2 chapters yesterday, and the stream was almost like 5 hours. It was kind of insane. I'm like, there's so much exposition in this event, especially like this one in comparison to the other like Sway ones. I thought the other Sway ones were already like long. So lazy about working this week since I already quit. Bro, that is always like such a struggle when you put in like your like last week or last 2 weeks or whatever, and then you're like, all right, I still have to work here. during that time, and the entire time you're just like, I just kind of want to leave. I don't really want to be here now that I've actually officially said that I'm not gonna be here anymore. I always felt like that was the hardest part. That was like, I think it's fair to give like your employers like a heads up, right? But at the same time, I was always like so tempted to be one of those people that's like, nah, I quit, and just like walk out and not come back in. But also I didn't want that. I didn't want that to like kind of follow me, you know? Because I feel like some employers can be like kind of, not necessarily like vindictive, but like if you use them as like reference for future resumes, they might be like, oh yeah, this person won't give you 2 weeks notice, blah, blah, blah. Or at least even some notice. My project manager sat beside me for me to explain what I do and shit, because there's nobody else from my area besides me. 10 minutes later, he kind of gave up. Oh no, that's so sad. Oh no. Well, rip to them. Rip to them, I guess. That's fine, I hate him. You're like, I'm over it. Let me out. Get me out of here. Honestly, that's kind of how I felt about, like, I really, really loved my library job, but there were some people that I just did not like at my library job. And literally, like, that last week, I was like, just get me out of here. Just get me out of here. I'm ready to be done. There were a lot of coworkers I really loved at that job, but there was just like 1 or 2 managers that just made it like bleh. Big bleh. And grab some of my Wawa. Let's see. I was gonna say it might be a little bit hard for me to do like voices for the full stream if the exposition goes on as long as it did before. I might try, but we'll see, because my throat was like sore after yesterday's stream from all the talking. And I have like singing lessons tomorrow, so I don't want to like literally go to that with a sore throat. That'd be bad. So we'll be taking it a little bit easy today, probably, with the narration, since there's just so much exposition. Yeah, there's people I like, but the ones I hate the most are in person. That literally makes like such a difference too in the workplace, because you're like, I especially don't want to be here now because you are here. Well, the majority of the company is home office. That was always like, I don't know about you, but like for me, when I worked at like the library, I think the only reason I could get myself to like go in towards the end there, especially once I put my 2 weeks in, was for the coworkers I actually enjoyed. So to like hate everyone in like the physical office, I deadass would have just been like, nah, I'm gonna call out sick. I'm not going in. Let's see, oil splashed, hand pulled noodles. Some dough gets firmer the more you beat them. Is it just still the stoves? Our stove is over here. Oh, this is a kind of good place for launching, I feel like. Face him up. Ifrit Lane, God, I wish I had, actually, I don't think I have Ifrit. Maybe I do, hold on. I don't think I have her on this, but I could be wrong. If I do, I haven't leveled her. No, I don't have an Ifrit. I do have, Oh god, is it aroma? I do have aroma. But it's not the same. I need to get some really meta unleveled characters. Yeah, I'm limited on resources at the moment. And so I have to be kind of careful with like who I'm leveling, and I'm usually leveling characters that I personally enjoy playing more. I want to level Golden Glow more, and then Irene as well, and Palace, because I just like to level the characters that I enjoy the most. But all the other ones have taken like a backseat because I only have so many resources, and the 6 stars require so many. I'm literally leveling them up. We'll go through all the resources, and Wong's banner comes out next week. So I'm like, no, we are saving all of the resources for when Wong comes out next week. And then it's literally all getting shoveled into him. Also, my Wan Qing skin, it's so good. But there's just so many characters. It's a very slow build up. I feel like in GBF, when I play GBF, it's really easy because I already have like so many materials from playing the game for so long. Even when I take breaks from the game and come back, it's really easy to like level things up for the most part. Arknights, definitely not. I finish leveling up one character and then I get like 3 new 6 stars and I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? So let's see. I'm thinking launching here somewhere. And then like maybe Haruka. Tragodia should probably go somewhere up here. Who do we have in this team right now? Let's grab another, like, physical unit. I don't really want to use Silver Ash right now, I think. Who do I want to use? Wait, what are they? Are they physical? I forget. High defense, low res. Low defense, high res. Oh, game? Game? Oh, it's because I'm on the auto. I'm on the wrong stage. I was like, why am I not able to change this? Hello? Is my game like freaking out? No, we're good. We're good. I'm just the one losing it. Doesn't she also have like a talent that buffs people around her? Yeah.
I
might throw Vina in.
Again, Doctor, with a sword that's not just for show.
I have to sneeze. Yeah, I'm like that on AK. Always have the materials, just not the money. Yeah. That's usually what ends up hitting me as well. If it's not, it's always either the level up material or the money that stops me. Let's do that
I
one.
fight alongside you once again, Doctor.
Also, that skin on her is so good. So I'm thinking maybe Vina here or like somewhere up here. So she can buff the people that are in this area. The question is, I think I would get the best results facing an archer this way from this block. Thinking Archer, Tragodia, Haruka, Vina, Wanqing. Maybe like Saria facing the same direction as Wanqing. But then enemies can come here and like hit her if they need to, and she can turn and hit them. And then like Sancta here maybe? Or just like thorns somewhere in here. Maybe like thorns around here. By the way, following my trend of doing weird shit during your stream, not on a treadmill today, changing a tire right now. Valid. Valid and real? Is she block 1? Yeah, she is block 1. But she has the like increased range. What is it? It gives her 2 more. If she's there, it kind of... Ooh, I meant to go back. Oh well. Oh, you came to the library too. What a coincidence. Hello, you. Are you here to look up some case files? Also, how is the tire changing going? That's always like kind of a pain in the ass. I had to do it like twice in 1 year, I think, for like my old car. Of like putting on the spare, and then we had to take the car to like actually get new tires or whatever. But it's kind of a pain in the ass. It's both kind of fun. Because I like doing things like that where it's like taking things apart and then putting them back together. But it's also kind of a pain in the ass. Just grabbing some books to put under my pillow. I haven't been sleeping well lately. Maybe some reading will help. By putting it under your pillow? I don't know if that's how that works. That's like the people that like believe they can like learn something from having like the audio on and playing in their ears while they sleep. How I envy the life of a student. Their brains are filled with books, not worries. Surely you're joking. I'm not joking at all. Investigating these sordid cases for the Judicial Review Office every day is bound to make one feel sick. They say the Baizhao Academy Library is the cleanest and purest place in the world, where only wise men and sages dwell. So I'll sit here for a while and purify my soul. Osmosis, yeah, exactly. Did you used to study here at the academy too? Is it Guchuan? I think this name was messing me up last time too. My character's kind of in front of it. I think it's Guchuan. That was many years ago. I still haven't achieved anything yet, academically, since I graduated from here. I feel unworthy of the Academy's prestige. But I was fortunate to meet a great teacher here, and that experience will benefit me for the rest of my life. Who is this teacher you speak of? No longer with us. Then why did you come here today? To borrow books? I'm here to look up some case files. The Ministry of Rights is preparing for a grand celebration, and we need to refer to some old rituals. I'm a deputy minister for the Judicial Review Office. Do you take me for blind or merely illiterate? That thing you have in your hand is clearly the case file from 15 years ago, when the Grand Preceptor committed treason. You know that file is top secret, right? You really have some gall. I have nothing to hide. I am indeed looking for materials related to that old case. I think there may be more to it than we realize. If you think I'm doing anything illegal, then by all means, have me arrested. What are you blabbering about? Did I say I was going to arrest you? I was only saying that it's quite a coincidence, because I'm also very interested in that case. Dun dun dun. Have you guys ever seen Rotten Mangoes on YouTube? Something about the writing there makes me think of like some of her writing, or like some of her editors' writing, and like some of her videos. Because she always has like an intro to her videos, especially the older ones. I feel like a lot of her content has like both changed and not changed over like the past year, because there was quite a while where I was listening to like a ton of her content, and then like I stopped listening to it for maybe like a year or so, and she's definitely uploading more content than she used to for like the Rotten Mangoes channel. But it also feels like it's like, I don't know if less quality is like a good way to put it. Because I still feel like there's good research that goes into it. It almost feels a little bit more clickbaity than it was before, I guess. Combination of the titles and like thumbnails. Because a lot of her old stuff for like true crime things felt like they were still kind of clickbaity, but they were like really long form videos. And she still releases like the long form videos, but she's releasing them like back to back. And some of them aren't like as long as they used to be, or it'll be like immediately something. And I'm like, ooh, I just don't know. I don't know about there's something about it. There's something about it. I think there's like something about like when creators have like a kind of crazy schedule for content that's kind of like that's like based around like real life. That feels almost like farmy in a way. What store are you at? I'm at the soup store. There's only soup. How are you doing, Hio? How is life? How is everything going? It's been a bit. I learned a lot from our debate today. However, I still maintain my own views about the new reforms. Anyways, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty tired today. Yesterday's stream was really long. There was a lot of exposition. So I'm definitely feeling that today. And that'll kind of determine how far we go in this event for today. Ooh, thank you for the stretch. I definitely need that.
I apologize.
Ooh. Getting the fucking hydrate one is so good.
Nice posture.
Oh my god, I stretched yesterday during one of the redeems, and my wrists, like, popped so loud. It was, like, the wrist that I have a lot of, like, the carpal tunnel issues with, too, and I was just like, like, it didn't, like, hurt, but it also, like, didn't necessarily feel, like, good, either. I was just like, oh, Jesus. Also, I'll grab that hydration now and the posture check. Thank you. Personally, I have been surviving well, thanks. Listen, sometimes that is the best we can do, and that is good, right? Surviving well, as long as we're meeting each day, right? Though life be a bitch sometimes. Life do be a bitch sometimes. I am glad that it is at least going well, though. I am very glad that it is going well. I'll have to do more research on this. It's fine. This campus is plenty large enough to accommodate a wealth of different ideas. If my arguments have not convinced you, then you should not force yourself to agree with me just because I'm a teacher. I'm also kind of groggy today, so like I was saying earlier, I probably won't do extensive narration this stream around, like voices every time. I might drop into my regular reading voice and not do like voices for the characters every so once in a while. But we shall see. The students of this academy must focus on real-world issues, instead of getting lost in theoretical or ideological musings. Dioshe. Is it Doshie? Or Duoshie? A clock hangs on the top of the ancient building, the minute hand ticking as the shadow of sunlight moves slowly. The bell rings, and soon, students start pouring out of their classrooms. A lone figure moves against the tide. The guards fail to notice the unfamiliar face amidst the crowd. Litzy! Those academy students about to learn about AI and Trump. Oh no. No. Don't introduce AI to my Arknights. No. Not Trump either. It's like, you keep that out of here. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of like how on college campuses, you'd get like the random people that aren't even students there that would come onto the campus and like start like shouting about something, and like they have like all the signs, and it'll be like their like political opinion or religious belief or something. And then like it's purposefully to stir people up, right? And then they're like, what? I'm just exercising my free speech. I'm just like, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. That always drove me nuts on campus. That was literally always like so annoying to me. Good day. Do you need some help? Hello. How do I get the archives where the students' files are stored? You mean the registrar? What do you want with those files? I'm a new assistant lecturer. The professor wants me to organize the graduates' files. That's odd. Which professor? I love how fluffy her hair is. Her hair is so fluffy. Also, I will say something one of the lecturers said before. The students of this academy must focus on real-world issues instead of getting lost in theoretical or ideological musings. I feel like you need a good mix of both as a student, especially in college. Because I feel like that's how you grow, right? That's how you gain new ways to look at the world. Hello, baby. Professor Jing. She teaches military theory at the college affiliated to the Ministry of War. She's teaching classes all day today, so she asked me to do this errand for her. Do you think she's lying? I think she's lying. Oh. Oh. What's wrong? Go straight down here, past the main building, turn right, and you'll see the Bingshen building. That's it. You'd better get going. Trust me, you don't want to keep her waiting. Doshie. Doshie. Oh no, a cat got trapped in here. Tufty, you snuck in. My boyfriend came in here for like 2 seconds to grab his laptop and then left. And in that time, Tufty snuck in. The first rule of any restaurant is that once you enter the kitchen, the chef's words are law. If you want to win the contest and meet Mo Bufu, you must follow my instructions to the letter. Do you understand? What's wrong, Tufty? Are you mad that you're locked in here now? He gets so mad when the doors are closed. He's like, how dare you lock me out? And then we let him in, and then he's like, how dare you lock me in? Actually, let me back out. So hold on. Let me let him out. I hear you. Be gone. Don't take your sweet time getting out. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Your tail's gonna get stuck. Go. Little brat. All right, we're good. Didn't we agree to split the prize money 70-30? Why are you acting like I owe you a favor? Okay. Enough of that. Didn't you say you wanted to learn a few new recipes anyway? Have you changed your mind? No, I want to do this, but I'm no Rhodes Island 5-star chef. This competition sounds too difficult for an amateur like me. Why don't you go instead? I am the head chef of Savors at Use. Participating in this kind of competition would be sullying my good name. See, Tufty's immediately back outside the door and pressing at the door, trying to get back in. Even though I just let him back outside. He needs to make up his mind. I'm giving you an opportunity here. As my apprentice, you can go show your skills and wipe that arrogant smirk off Mo Bufu's face. Wouldn't Xingzhu be a better choice? She's a foodie, you know. I'm afraid that, as the wandering foodie, I'm too well known. It would be inappropriate for me to participate in a food competition. Enough chit-chat. First things first. To get you ready for this competition, let me tell you a little about Ding Feng Lao. Ding Feng Lo? I think it's Lo. I've been hearing about this place since I first set foot in Baizhou. What's so special about it? Remember I told you about the 4 great restaurants of Baizhou, corresponding to the 4 main branches of Yunese cuisine? That is, north, south, east, and west. About 400 years ago, several chefs arrived in Baizhou. They each set up their own restaurants and culinary sects. This marked the founding of the 4 main branches of Yunese cuisine. It was the first head chef of Ding Feng Lo who promoted the founding in the first place. The legendary chef's name has been lost to history. He was the founder of Northern cuisine, but was also proficient in the other 3 styles. The other 3 chefs were only invited to Baizhou after they lost to the Northern chef in a cooking competition. With such a storied history, Ding Feng Lo outshined the other 3 restaurants and became known as the #1 restaurant in Baizhou. Who's teaching this class? You or me? Oh, my apologies. Of course, what she said is pretty much accurate. The only thing I'll add is that eventually the 4 great restaurants of Baizhou started fighting with each other for fame and glory. These squabbles continue to this day, and they're really quite annoying. I thought Baizhou was a place where all these great chefs could learn from each other. If I had known there was going to be all this infighting, I would not have gone. Not have gone where? In any case, what you need to know is that, as the most famous restaurant in Baizhou, Ding Feng Lo and its chef selection competition has extremely high standards. Ding Feng Lo has not taken on any new disciples in many years. The only reason they're hosting this competition now is because they suddenly got short-handed right when they needed to start preparing for the Feast of 100 Delicacies. But I've also heard that Chef Mo is advancing in age and still hasn't found an apprentice to take over the business. The format of the competition is different each time, but there is one requirement that stays constant. Each chef has to showcase their best dish. Wait a second. If the competition is really that difficult, how can I ever hope to win? Logic would dictate that an amateur chef with absolutely no culinary experience would have little hope of winning. However, you have me in your corner. I can teach you a recipe that is easy to cook and is perfect for the occasion. Longevity noodles. Longevity noodles? Why would they serve longevity noodles at the Feast of 100 Delicacies? The reigning True Long's birthday just happens to coincide with the Mid-Autumn Festival, so every year they serve longevity noodles at the feast. But it's such a simple dish. Is it really appropriate for a major competition like this? Who told you that simple dishes can't show great skills? Just watch and learn. Oh, this is a cute little CG. What's that smell? That smells wonderful. What is it? What do you think? It's like magic. You really only use the ingredients you showed us before? Nothing else? Fresh shell-based meat, mushrooms, scallions, bok choy? It's a simple recipe with basic ingredients, but the result is truly amazing. Sometimes, the true skill of a chef hides in unseen places. There's more to this bowl of noodles than meets the eye. Another chef can use these exact same ingredients, but if the ratios, the heat, or the cooking time vary just a little bit, it'll taste completely different. Do you know how long I spent perfecting this recipe? Don't just stand there, dig in. Wow. I take back any criticism I had of your food. You just inhaled it. Did you even taste the flavor? If Blaze can actually replicate that taste, maybe she really can meet Chef Mo. But are you really up to the task, Blaze? Figuring out the secret to this recipe would be difficult indeed, but simply following its steps should not be too much trouble. Have you ever cooked anything before? Of course! Ah, that's good then. She's literally just cooked like out of a can or something. I don't know if I trust her cooking. Now, I'll give you the recipe and explain every step for you. Follow them exactly, and you'll be fine. Great! I'll study hard. I won't disappoint you. She breaks everything. Didn't you say you knew how to cook? The instant noodles are already pre-made. How should I know how to knead flour into dough? You really are a hopeless case. You haven't even really taught me anything yet. How can I teach you anything? You managed to break 3 bowls just while kneading the dough. I can't risk you breaking anything else here. Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. Be careful, these bowls are expensive. We can't afford to buy new ones. I had the good gut sense to know that her cooking would be abysmal. Search. Guchuan. Filter returned from Victoria. No results. Why are there no records at all? Grab some water. Search. Guchuan. Filter. Enrolled in 1076. No results. Someone's covering it up. Search. Guchuan. Filter. Ministry of Rights. No results. What is going on? Guchuan, an ethnic Yanese born and raised in Victoria, returned to Yan in 1074. In 1076, he was admitted to Baizhou Academy. After completing his studies, he joined the Ministry of Rights. These are the only records left for the deceased in that case. They They should have files for all the Mandarins who graduated from the Imperial Academy and went to work in the 6 ministries of the court. But why can't I find him in the system? Guchuan, what did you... Professor, I was just trying to confirm that with you. I didn't mean to ask you to come here in person. She said she's a new assistant professor? Why haven't I ever heard of her before? The person who came here seemed to know you very well, so I didn't... How many times have I told you? The Academy's personnel files are confidential. Keep that in mind. Forget it. I'll go handle this myself. Oh no. The room is empty, and the documents on the desk are still where they were, without any signs of having been moved. Qingyan, you're a bit too old to be playing hide and seek, aren't you? Is this... She looks like Zule. Is this his mom? Is this Zule's mom? Jing. Has the Judicial Review Office come to our school to apprehend some culprit? The office is investigating a case, so I've come here to collect a few old case files. Please, Jing. Professor Jing. Please cooperate. All right, then. If you're here on official business, show me your official documentation. I rushed so quickly to get here that I left it back at my office. Really? Well, then I'll just place a call to the head of the office. Oh, wait a moment. Professor, are you okay? Should I call security? Gives a bleeding look. Oh my god. Oh my god, Latecy. No, I forgot that I asked some other professor here to collect some materials for me. I'm sorry for wasting your time. It's not a problem. Goodbye, Professor. All right, now it's just the two of us. 谢谢. Qingyan. I have always thought that you were a well-mannered and trustworthy girl. Every time I mentioned you to Le, I told him to follow your example. Oh, it is Zule's mom. It's kind of not what I would have anticipated. She's very different from what I would have anticipated for Zule's mom. Look at you now. What are you doing here? A deputy minister from the Judicial Review Office sneaking around like this. I'm conducting an investigation. What kind of case requires this secrecy? What kind of case can't go through the normal process? A cold case. The deceased was once a student at the Baizao Academy, but I just searched the personnel files and found no record of him. The Academy has a record of every student. This person you speak of, how do you know they once studied here? I saw it in the files at the Judicial Review Office. The Judicial Review Office collects its files directly from the Ministry of Rights. However, the Ministry's files do not match up with the Academy's. Someone made a mistake somewhere. Is there a chance that someone altered the Academy's files? How could that possibly have happened? The Academy is one of the Unese government's most important talent pipelines. Once a student's information is entered into the system, it is archived under strict supervision. No one has the authority to modify this data, unless... Unless what? No, that's impossible. Enough of this nonsense. You'd better leave now. It's almost mealtime. Pretty soon, lots of students will be crowding these halls. If anyone else sees you here... Also, please don't go doing something like this again. Mealtime. We need to go back to Baitzao to investigate. Why are you looking at all these travel guides? These places. I've seen them in my dad's letters. Humble Garden, Virtue Bookstore. Oh, and when he was studying here, there was a Shangshu diner near the main entrance. He said they have the best twice-cooked pork in town. Now that I'm visiting Baitzao, I want to visit all the places he mentioned to me. Say, is there a restaurant near campus called the Shangshu Diner? Huh? You want Shangshu food? The place you're talking about closed more than 30 years ago. How would you possibly know about it? More than 30 years ago? Are you sure? Yes. It closed in 1065 when I was in school. How could I forget? Lots of students used to go eat there, because it was near campus and served tasty, affordable food. But then, in 1065, there was a terrible catastrophe in Shangshu, and the restaurant owner had to return home to deal with the aftermath. The students even made donations to help with the rescue effort. A man who was born and raised in Victoria and did not come to Yan until 1074. How could he know about the place? Unless he had visited Yan before. Or maybe he wasn't born and raised in Victoria after all? Maybe he was a native Yanese? What are you mumbling about? If Guchuan's Ministry of Rights records were modified, but he was indeed a student at the academy, well then, there would definitely be something worth digging up in the academy's files. What year was Blaze born? If we work back from there... Does this system have the records of students enrolled between 1052 and 1062? You... help me just this once. It's extremely important. Thousands of students graduate each year. You want to look through 10 years of records at once? Do you know how long that will take? The person in question worked for the Ministry of Rights. He probably studied at an affiliated college. That may help narrow the search a bit. Hi, Shokeki! Welcome in! Welcome in, welcome. You're at what event now? We're doing the U rerun? Also, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. I really appreciate it. We're in, like, main story chapter 6 or chapter 7, I think. It's in the AK info. But in the Sway events, we're doing the U rerun right now. Luckily we had fully caught up before this rerun came out, which I'm very glad about. So I at least have some context. But there's a lot of context I still feel like I'm missing. But welcome in. How are you doing today? Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Hopefully the day is treating you well. There's so much exposition. There's so much exposition in this event. If the person you are searching for was not a high-ranking Mandarin, you may want to start looking at files after 1055. That year, the academy was restructured. It became a true public education institution, instead of just serving as a talent pipeline for the government. The enrollment figures shot up. I wonder why soup. It's because the opening animation, the animation that they did for this event immediately made me think of both Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs and also the soup store memes from like YouTube poops back in the day. Cause Yu has his little bowl of like noodles. I see. Dossier. Go. You only have 2 hours. We're at the soup store. Found you. Gu Sheng. Makes sense then. I just got so caught up on that animation. That animation really got me. I thought it was really funny. I thought it was really cute, and I liked it a lot, but it also, I just kept thinking of all those memes. Male, born in Langyi in 1037, accepted into Baitzao Academy in 1055. He was assigned to the education department administered by the Ministry of Rights, and was among the first batch of students to enroll after the school was restructured. Top marks in all subjects. Wait, he didn't graduate? This file was last updated in 1062? This is a missing persons file. Gu Sheng, along with his wife and daughter, disappeared in 1062. Accordingly, this file has been sealed. So he was already a family man when he was in Baitzao, and all three of them disappeared. 1062. Is there something special about 1062? Imagine raiding with the chicken broth. No, literally. Literally, I when I was watching the animation at the start of stream the other day, I was literally like, have you guys heard of the molasses flood incident? Like, that's all I could think of was the molasses incident too. I would like, no, I could not. I could not. Literally rainy with a chance of meatballs. Or cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Blaze, I need to confirm something. You were born in 1062 in Victoria, right? You might want some gyoza with it instead. Ooh, gyoza sounds really good. Gyoza sounds really, really good. That whenever I see gyoza now though, I think of Dodo Hedoro. And it just makes me want to go back and reread that. Yes, from as far back as I can remember, I lived in Victoria. I asked you where you were born. How am I supposed to remember that? Guchuan, Gusheng. Qingyang, your time is almost up. You should get going. My voice is so rough after yesterday. After doing this for 5 hours yesterday and only getting through like the first 2 nodes. I don't think I can keep up the narration the entire time. Like doing the voices the entire time. Because they're already starting to fall apart a bit. What did he say? No good. The dose still won't do. Let's try again. But that's already my 20th batch. Don't worry. You have been practicing all day, and you're starting to iron out the issues with your technique. Success is not far away. I'm really sorry. You don't need to stay here with me through all this. It's not a problem. You've been helping me so much. I guess you must also be interested in the outcome of all this, huh? Alright, just wait here a minute. This time I'm sure I'll do it, and I'll whip you up a big nice bowl of noodles for dinner. Did you have something else you wanted to say to me just now? What? Never mind. To be fair, the recipe the young chef gave you was indeed simple enough. He probably didn't expect that your biggest difficulty would be kneading the dough. Look at you defending him. I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can do. It's hard. When I work, my body temperature rises, and the dough starts to dry out in just a few seconds. I add more water to the flour, and then more flour to the water, and then more flour and water. The dough that was originally the size of my fist is now almost as big as my head. The situation with your rising body temperature is certainly unique. Anyway, you need to think positively. So long as you learn to knead the dough, making the longevity noodles will be no problem at all. Speaking of which, for someone who has never cooked before, you certainly have some impressive knife skills. Well, back at Rhodes Island, elite operators like me perform surgery on ourselves in emergency situations. I guess there's not much difference between using a scalpel and a kitchen knife, assuming you're not using it like the young chef does when he chops vegetables. I can even use the skills I learned from stitching my own wounds to mend my own clothes. I wouldn't have thought your job would be this dangerous. Not a big deal if you have the time to practice. The more I think about it, the angrier I get. Can't you just have more patience with me? Hey, look. I think you're getting the hang of it. The amount of force is just right. Keep it up. I haven't even had dinner yet. Hold on to that anger. Fold the dough over and continue kneading. Right. You can get even angrier if you want. No, I can't get any angrier. Boy, the noodles he makes sure are delicious. I'm spent. Why is cooking even more exhausting than combat training? I understand this is really hard for you. I don't want to deal with that pipsqueak anymore. Can I be your apprentice instead? You're a gourmand. You just know how to cook, right? Spare me the compliments. I'm nothing close to him when it comes to cooking. And you know, it's funny that I've never actually eaten longevity noodles before. They're just noodles, right? You've tried so many different restaurants. How could you have never eaten longevity noodles before? I've been to many restaurants that serve longevity noodles, but it only makes sense to eat them on your birthday. I celebrate every birthday at home. They don't allow me to go out on my birthday. Okay, but even if you celebrate your birthdays at home, your mom or dad never made you a bowl of longevity noodles? Actually, I've never met my parents. Oh, I'm sorry. Although I've never seen my parents, I still have other family members. Every year on my birthday, my family holds a big banquet for me. At banquets like that, I don't think that they care much about longevity noodles. However, I've always been a little afraid of birthdays. Isn't it nice that other people remember your birthday? I can't really explain it. I always feel that every time I have a birthday party, I'll be surrounded by a lot of people who want me to laugh and also to cry. But it doesn't seem to matter whether I'm there or not. Enough talk about me. You're from Victoria. Do they eat longevity noodles there? I grew up in Victoria, but my parents are both Unis, at least by blood. When I was little, every year on my birthday, my mom would make me a bowl of longevity noodles. The taste was nothing special. It was just regular old home cooking. After I left home and could no longer eat my mom's home cooking, I even forgot what it was like to celebrate a birthday. That is, until that night. The seasoning packet, the vegetable packet, and I'll add 2 sausages. Why are the lights off in the cafeteria? Hey, what are you guys doing here? You scared me. Shh, keep your voice down. It's late. What are you doing in the cafeteria at this hour? Ace, why do you look all serious? There's not another urgent mission, is there? What are you holding there? Instant noodles? I stayed too long at the training ground this afternoon and didn't have enough for dinner. What? Now that I'm an elite operator, I can't just eat instant noodles anymore? The captain isn't scolding you for eating junk food. He's saying, today is your birthday, and you're eating instant noodles? My birthday? But didn't Dr. Keltsit say... That's why I told you to lower your voice. So long as we don't make too much noise, even if she hears us, she'll pretend not to hear. Yes? I even suspect that she deliberately arranged for our fieldwork breaks to overlap, just so we could throw you a birthday party. Think of it as her way of giving you a birthday blessing, even if it's hard to imagine. Blaze, you are one of us, a part of Rhodes Island. You are not alone. Thank you all so much. All right, it's already midnight. Happy birthday, Blaze. Happy birthday, Big Cat. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Also, Amiya isn't on the ship right now, but she asked me to pass on the birthday wishes. She hopes you stay happy and healthy. Aw, Bunny. So, are you planning to come blow out the candles and cut the cake? Or are you going back to your instant noodles? That was the first time so many people celebrated my birthday with me. That bowl of instant noodles became my longevity noodles. Everyone knew how much I wanted to have a birthday party, but that day, not a single person actually came out and said, I knew you wanted this. They acted like it was just another one of my many, many birthdays. I like the nothing special feeling of it. Now you're making me jealous. Oh, right. You said you've never had longevity noodles. Well, let me whip up some for you. But you haven't even learned how to knead the dough yet. I don't know how to knead noodles, but I do know how to cook ready-made noodles. I'll go ask Jiang for some dried noodles that I can simply boil. Wait. Handmade noodles? Ready-made noodles? Maybe it really will work out after all. Oh my god, I forgot there was a battle stage in this. I'm gonna be so for real with you, chat. I legitimately forgot that this was part of this. Alright. So I have to think about this for a second, because I need to change the placement, I think, of some people. Well, not everyone, I think, but we won't get quite as much off of... Let's do... Shoot. No, pause it for a second. How do I want to do this? Because my initial thought was place like one chain here, face him up. Swear to God, this car's cursed. Oh no, what's happening? What's happening with it? Is the tire fighting you? Let's see. Does Haruka have enough strength to deal with that dude. You gave up on changing the tire? Okay, we're gonna do this.
Found our prey.
One of the bolts is shot and can't turn it for the life of me. Oh, jeez. Alright, I might leak that enemy for now. Yeah, that's fine. I should have put her out sooner. That's fine.
What arrow should I use?
Oh. Hold on. I'm gonna face him. Wait, do I want to do this way? Let me actually, hold on. I'm gonna retreat from this really quick. I'm gonna do, instead of Archetto there, I'm gonna do Black Knight instead. Do I have her in the party right now? I do. It took so long to get into this that I like completely blanked on what exactly I was planning to do for this. Okay, so we're gonna put that there for now. My title is Supa reference. It's the have you seen the meme video set that's like the I'm at the soup store. Why are you at the soup store? I don't know. I'm at the soup store. I was looking for clothes and I'm at the soup store. If you're looking for clothes, why are you at the soup store?
Understood. Open a hole.
Because the opening animation for this made me just think only of that.
If I make it back in one piece, I win.
Then I wish I had like palace to throw here instead.
I'm in position. Ape of the wind, we too can soar through the skies.
Incapacitating them is enough, right? Je suis partout.
Listening.
Understood.
How are you doing today, Sat? How is it going? Also, I was gonna say on like the bolts, I actually hate stripping shit like that. Does
Tell me what you
let me
require.
look at this really quick.
I will deliver.
Okay, so they still get the buff even if they're not facing the same direction. It's just not the max buff. It's not that much of a buff anyway. But they do get an increase in their attack speed if they're deployed facing the same direction when his skill is active. Like you doing it or stripping in general? Are we still talking about, about the bolts? Like having to try to change a car wheel and like freeing the bolts or even like the screws and something when you're putting something together and stripping like the screw actually drives me mad. I hate it so much. Do I want to put her there? Do I want to put her...
Vermin.
The burning hate doth speak your minds.
There's part of me that wants to face her upwards.
Wish I didn't scare you.
Because then she'll at least hit them here and she gets like the slight buff. But I have to wait for that to come back.
Yielding is not an option. Understood. Coming. Lure the enemy left.
Oh, where are they going? They're like lining up.
Last step. If I'm dead anyway, I'm taking you with me.
Let's do...
I'll hold this ground all on my own.
Solidify.
Entendido.
Stand still. It'll spare all of us.
Aw, thank you for the 7 stream streak set. Who'd I get from the selector? I got Horn, I think.
Stop!
I think that was who I ended up choosing.
Stop! Landscape works true. Only step where I step.
The old one. It was a while ago.
I forbid your retreat. Yielding is not an option.
My bones will get no one will fall.
Set mines in the bushes.
Horn Peak. I really, really love Horn. I really love Horn. Uh-oh. Come back. Oh, that's right. They pull them. I keep forgetting that they can do that.
Who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Stop! Until we can confirm that this area is safe, I will hold this position. This is the destreza of my business.
Lure the enemy left. Solidify. Mission accomplished.
Hypergriff, please nerf Wan Ching. He's dealing psychological damage to doctors worldwide. Oh, you're feeding them kind of early, aren't you?
No, they're hungry. It's a half.
Oh, half. Okay. Mountain in Colorado. One can do any type of damage to me for real, for real. I mean, what? Caught in 4K. Stat, you're so real for that though, actually. Same. Oh my god. Alright. Alright, we're good. We're good. I totally forgot that there was like a battle stage in that, to be honest. Let me grab some of my water. Ooh, really quick before I keep going. Let me do... I'm so sorry to do this to you, chat. I'm going to run the 3-minute ad break so we can keep pre-roll off, and I'm going to go run to the restroom and refill my water, because my water's actually getting low from how much I've drank already, so I'll be right back. I return. Also, Tsuka, I saw your comment literally as soon as I sat down. And actually accurate, though. Actually accurate. No, you're logging in to think about me. Actually accurate. Because he's on, like, my home screen. And so every time I get back, it's just immediately, like, launching. That's gonna be how it is when Wong comes out, too. It's just him on the home screen immediately. Whew. Alright, we're good. We're good. I almost forgot my water in the kitchen. I, like, went and set my water down in the kitchen, and then I went to use the restroom, and I came back, and I was like, wait, shit, my water. I had to get back up and walk back over there for it. Alright, I am hydrated. I am hydrated. We're good. We'll see how long I can keep the voices up today. Guys, my throat was, like, actually sore after yesterday. The 5 hours of exposition. Also, how are you guys doing today? How's your day treating you? Hopefully you guys are having a good one. Hey, Marco! Welcome. Sup, dropping by to say hello. Have a good stream. Ah, thank you. It's good to see you. Thank you for the hello. I really appreciate it. Big oof, yeah. So we'll see how long I can keep the narration going today before I just get, like, totally fucked up. Because I actually have singing lessons today, so I need to be, I mean, not today, but tomorrow, but so I need to be a little careful about it. Big fan! It always makes me giggle when you guys, like, do that for people. I always think it's really cute. It's father. Alright. I think we're good. I'm locking back in. I got distracted for a minute, but now I am locking back in. Whew. Early the next morning, the restaurant is still quiet, save for a few foul beasts jumping back and forth on the fallen leaves outside the door. The night watchman at the Judicial Review office lets out a loud yawn. The foul beasts take off in all directions. Actual yawn for me. I had a nightmare last night that a beck beast ate all the flour in my kitchen. How terrifying.
Hey, you gotta hydrate, dude.
BRB, I gotta get up and have my coffee. Enjoy your coffee! Enjoy your coffee! All good! Thank you for the hydration station and the stretch and the posture check. I will do that right now.
Nice posture.
As my, like, wrists pop again. Oof. Alright, I'm sitting up at my desk. We're good. I will hydrate again. Morning. Have some noodles. You figured out how to make them? Look at the bags under your eyes. Were you practicing all night? No, only about half the night. Hey, Xingzu still hasn't woken up yet. Enough talking for now. Try the noodles. You gave up learning how to knead the dough and boiled some ready-made noodles instead? These are no ordinary ready-made noodles. Xingzu and I looked through all the ready-made noodles on the market and picked the ones we feel have a texture closest to your handmade ones. I get up, I walk away, I immediately lose what voice I was doing for her too. Of course, they don't have quite the same mouthfeel as handmade noodles, so Xingzu adjusted your soup-based recipe to ensure they taste similar to the longevity noodles you made from scratch. This is blasphemy. You're using ready-made noodles, and you tampered with my recipe. My word. Don't jump to any conclusions yet. Please, have a taste. The young chef picks up his chopsticks and, with a giant frown on his face, pulls out some of the noodles. He carefully takes a sniff, then finally takes a taste. Well? say something. Why did you two think this would work? Qingzhu was starving after all my failed attempts. I figured at that point, I was better off just making noodles I knew how to make, so at least she'd have something to eat. Then I started thinking, the most important element of longevity noodles isn't the taste. Instead, it's making sure the person who eats them feels the birthday blessing. Some people just aren't skilled enough to make noodles like you do. However, I can still use ready-made noodles to bring birthday blessings to myself or my family. That's the real meaning of longevity noodles, anyway. You see how yellow and shiny these noodles are? They look more lively than yours, right? Of course, yes, I am taking shortcuts with this dish. You mentioned birthday blessings. Do you think people can taste that in your noodles? I think so. Last night, after I finally made a proper bowl of noodles for the first time, I shared them with Qingzhu. We felt so happy when eating it. I even caught Qingzhu wiping away tears. Swapping out the noodles, then adjusting the oil and salt ratios accordingly. Quite some innovation there. Qingzhu sure has a sharp palate. Ooh, ooh. Already getting tongue-tied. Help me, chat. Help. But the ready-made noodles need to be rinsed with cold water after cooking. You rinsed them, but you didn't drain all the cold water out. The cold water lowered the temperature of the soup, which also affected the texture of the noodles. If you really want to make good food, you need to be mindful of these little details. Got it. I'll remember that. Wait, then you mean... Enough. I'm only continuing to teach you because I can see you've put in effort. You still need to learn how to make your own noodles from scratch. You don't really expect to use ready-made noodles in the competition, do you? Great. As your Shifu, I'm glad that you've improved, but we still have to see whether the customers recognize your efforts. Well, what do we do? Later on, if anyone orders noodles, you'll make them. You think he's so tough? Wait till he faces off Gordon Ramsay. No, legitimately, actually, I have, hold on. I saw a really funny YouTube, like, short today, and now because you brought that up, I need to share it. So now I need to find it. Hold up. Where is it? Where's my history? It was literally like, where is it? Where'd it go? Hold on, chat. Hold on. I'm getting it. I'm getting the link. Let me paste that in. It's literally a video that's just Gordon Ramsay as Kirby. And I was literally cracking up at it earlier. I want to see you in like Hell's Kitchen with the like Hell's Kitchen memes and shit. Have the Gordon Ramsay and him like showdown in one of those like shows too. Oh my god, Gordon Ramsay showing up to his restaurant. Oh no. If the customer doesn't like the noodles, then you'll need to keep practicing. I'm on it. I might have to do my regular reading voice for the rest of this, because I can already feel my throat starting to get a little bit sore, which is not a great thing. So lots of water, and maybe regular reading voice. I apologize that it probably won't be as lively today. Hello, would you like to try our special longevity noodles? It's not my birthday. Why would I want longevity noodles? I need to try longevity noodles at some point, because they always look really good, but I've never gotten the chance to try them. And one of the restaurants my boyfriend really likes, that is I also quite like a lot, is during the New Year's, I think they also serve longevity noodles, maybe. If I remember correctly, I think that's where I first saw them. And I really want to try them. They sound really good. It's a new dish we're trying out. We'll give it to you for free. No, I meant if you try it and like it, then maybe you should still pay for it. I mean, I have to settle up with the boss, you know. That's an interesting way to do business. Sure, give me that bowl of noodles then. She's so eager, I'm just imagining her eyes like sparkling. Do you need something else from me? She's literally just sitting there like leaning in. Her chin is like propped up on her hand. She's like, how is it? Do you like it? me literally cooking for anyone for like the first time. And no. I just want to see how you like the noodles. Okay. I'll give them a try. The man picks up one single noodle using his chopsticks, then a piece of bok choy and some scallions. He tries them one after another. He eats with graceful manners, but somehow, in just a few moments' time, the entire bowl is empty. What do you think? Good. Even excellent. Really? The soup has a rich umami taste, and the ingredients are top-notch. If you had let the soup simmer for another day or so, it might have tasted even better. But I was already so hungry. If I had tried to wait another day for that ultimate perfection, I would have starved. He wants to create the perfect taste, but the customer cannot wait that long. Even if I want to wait for him, there are some things that I just can't wait for any longer. You're saying? Don't worry about it. Just tell your boss what I said, yeah? That's sus. What is the connection between him and you? The man stands up. The patterns on his clothes emit a strange glow. The light distorts and blurs his face, so much that Blaze cannot make out what he looks like. Who is this mysterious man? He's an alien. Hey, you didn't pay. Oh! It's, oh god. Oh god. What is... Why am I suddenly blanking on his name? I really like his design, too. Does that start with, like, a J? We literally just saw this man in the last event. They're throwing too many characters at me right now. Hold up. Where is it? G. It's G. Just deduct the funds from my account. What's he doing here? Sus. Sus as hell. I should have known when they said sharp-dressed man and the way he's talking who it was. Regardless of what you're looking for, after you leave here, do not tell anyone you got this file from the academy. Do you understand? Too much one-syllable names. Seth, they're throwing so many names at me in this event. Like, so many names. It's kind of insane. Like, you have all the characters, all the main cast in this. And then you have all the, like, there's like 5 different people that they're talking about outside of that, too. That I'm like, there's so many. There's too many characters. There's too many. Also, Zuele's mom. Zuele's mom. Not exactly what I anticipated her to look like. She's very, very pretty, but I wasn't anticipating her to be like a professor. When his dad is like, what, isn't he like oh god, he's like retiring, isn't he? Was he in charge of the candle holders? Was that what it was? Because I don't think he was like the war master necessarily, but he definitely had like some power over the army in Yumen. Yes. What's wrong? Do you have more questions? Do you remember that bloody case back in 1062? This isn't the sort of thing you casually bring up in a conversation. I'm also assuming this is Zuele's mom. She looks very, very similar to him and about the same age as, like, his dad. So, I just happened to think of it. Is the Grand Preceptor you previously mentioned, the one who supported the academic reforms which benefited countless poor students, the same Grand Preceptor who murdered the Emperor and plotted treason 40 years ago? Oh god, the run-on sentences. Whew! Take a deep breath before that. I have no way to answer your question. I will never speak about things that I do not know. I've never met that Grand Preceptor in person, but I have read some of her writings on political and social issues. Her extensive knowledge, clearly reflected in her works, has been deeply enriching for me. But people are complicated and cannot be easily categorized. You're saying you're not completely convinced that the outcome of that case was correct? Qingyang, you are never good at hiding what you are thinking. I knew you would. The office's archives will not house muddled cases, no matter how many people they involve. Solving those cases is my duty as Deputy Minister. I shall not dissuade you from doing as you see fit. However, you must learn to protect yourself no matter what happens. Before your parents retreated into seclusion in the mountains, they entrusted me with looking after you. If anything were to happen to you, I would never be able to look them in the eyes again. I'm not a child. Why do I need people to take care of me? Everyone feels that way when they are young. However, as a mother, watching Zuele grow up day by day, I feel a weight growing on my heart. Yeah, it is. She's the mama. She's mama. Whew. I was not expecting her to essentially be like a college professor, I'll be honest. It's like finding out for me, like watching the little bits of like, what is it, Invincible or whatever that I have. I haven't sat down and watched the full show. I literally just like experienced that show through clips. Was finding out like way later that what like Omni-Man's wife, what's her name? Deborah or whatever, is like a real estate agent. There's just really something to me about like finding out like married like couples in like fantasy media or like fictional media, and like hearing about what their professions are, and their professions are just like on wildly different like spectrums, it feels like. And it's always like, oh my god, I don't know what it is about it, but it always like throws me for a loop for a second, because I always expect like the couples to kind of have like a lot in common, to the point of like essentially being in very similar professions. And so when they're not, I'm kind of like, oh, how is that working out? How does that work out for you? Like, it makes me very curious as to the like relationship. Because I feel like even though you don't have to have a shared profession to like connect with someone whatsoever, like a majority of relationships are like that. It's always like kind of wild to me when you have one character that feels like they're in like a more fantasy or fictional expected like role, like with the superheroes, and then they have like a very normal significant other. I'm just like, oh, I see. It makes me really curious as to what Zuel mom and Zuel dad's relationship is like. Because I feel like it must be hard to be like separated like that. So then are they divorced? Are they still together, just like working in different places entirely? What else should we parents worry about other than our children's safety? Also, every time you say no weighing, I think of the, what are they called? Loporrits in Final Fantasy 14. Because they always add like way to like the end of their name, I think, if I remember correctly. So it'd be like knowing way or teaching way. And so seeing no weighing and just like set up backwards like that makes me immediately think of them. But if your parents learned that I prevented you from fulfilling your duties out of concern for your safety, then they really would blame me. Do you know the way? Thank you for the throwback, dear Lord. Do you know the way? Do you know the way? She is not the queen. Duoshie, sister. You call me your sister, but in my eyes you have always been like a child of my son's generation. Speaking of which, Yumen is near Baicao now. Have you seen General Zuo at all over the past few days? Things are coming to a head. The Ministry of War is holding meetings day and night, and the general must remain on the front lines to oversee things personally. That's gonna be Shogeki. That's gonna be stuck in my head for the rest of the day. I hope you know that. Neither he nor I can abandon our posts. There is truly no way to avoid this conflict. This isn't something I have the authority to decide. You're welcome! Thank you. As an advisor for the Ministry of War, my job is to do everything in my power to accurately calculate the outcome of the war. Allowing any personal biases... Is it biases or biases? To affect my work would be a grave disservice to the people of Yon. You don't Oh god. Oh god, they're hitting me with all the words that trip me up. You don't compromise in your duties, and neither do I. I hope everything goes smoothly. If the outcome is inevitable, it's best not to worry too much about it. If you are alone for the Mid-Autumn Festival, come to my home for dinner. I will. Wait, I just thought of something. Didn't you just ask me who has authority to alter the Academy's records? That did happen once, although it was under extremely unusual circumstances. You mean... No, I can't say that the records were ever altered. However, if a record has gone missing entirely, then it must have been transferred to another location. Death row at the Ministry of Justice. Dun dun dun. I kind of want them to only focus on the U bits. I feel like I'm not as invested in the stuff going on with Lazy at the moment. It's very interesting, but I'm more invested in what's going on with Blaze and you. Oh, Zuo! Zuo-le! I do really love Zuo-le, though. I do love some Zuo-le content. Father is not here? It's been more than 6 months since he was last here. The furnishings in the house have not changed, only there are many more symbols symbolizing war on the sand table. A lone city stands in defiance, the two sides gazing at each other from afar. Who is you? Just reading that confuses me. Me? No, stop! 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 Stop it! Immediately I read that, my brain went, Mifu? Lord Zuul. A thick, familiar voice rings out from behind. Oh, it's Taihei, right? Yeah, Uncle Taihei. Your injuries? I was finally able to walk since 2 weeks ago, albeit with some difficulty. At least I'm no longer bedridden. Me is you. No, stop. Stop. You is me. Zule stares at Taihei unbelievably, who does not look like the man he remembers. The wind lifts a corner of his cloak, revealing his thin, withered figure under his wide robe. Taihei, once a man so strong and sturdy, is now emaciated. It's as if a mere gust of wind could blow him away. Why? Because he's been recovering this whole time? And so he's just lost, like, the muscle mass? Uncle Taihei. Kung Fu is merely an external tool. I am, after all, still a monitor censor of the Department of Discipline and Supervision, and there will always be opportunities to realize my aspirations. If you continue to dwell on this, Lord Zul, then you're only underestimating my skills. No. Taihei, I know you are no ordinary man. A few injuries aren't enough to stop you. It has been over 6 months since we last met. You look stronger than before. The general will be pleased. It's all that farm work. It's all that farm work he did in Dahuang. By the way, father is... The general has been in constant meetings with the Sui regulator and the Ministry of War. He's barely had 10 minutes to rest. The situation could change in an instant. Is the court still ready to go to war at all costs? Now, after the incident in Dahuang, the bestial Sui is no longer under the Sui regulator's control. Aren't we still... Isn't this still just Node 3? Have we been in Node 3 for like 2 hours now? There are some minor disagreements between the cabinet and the 6 ministries, but their overall opinion is clear. Eliminate the threat once and for all. But the consequences of this war will be... Ah, Shu! My wife, Shu! Chong Yue! Chong Yue! Is Ling next? Hey! Called it Ling. Oh, are they going back in order? Will it be dusk and then neon? Our wife! I think of the Bugs Bunny meme where he's like reaching for something. I heard that 1 month ago, other candle holders discovered traces of the convict near Baizao. Yes, I heard the same thing. The Imperial Court is on high alert. They've already dispatched several units of Imperial Guards. I can't wait till G is playable as well. The Imperial Guards. The convict's unpredictability is currently the gravest threat we face. I have a theory, perhaps. There is still another proxy in Baizao. This proxy is the youngest and the most unique. According to the Sui regulator's observations, in the hundreds of years since he left the tomb, he has never used any of his powers. The Sui regulator does not know how to deal with him. There's only one thing that's a little suspicious. 100 years ago, after Wang escaped from prison, he came to Baizao and has remained here ever since. Wang used to frequently interact with other proxies, so I'm afraid that during his current return to Baizao, the lone proxy who stayed here would also be part of his plan. What do you plan to do? I really hope we get spooked by random Shu in the Wong banner. That would be a blessing, truthfully. I don't know yet, so I'm going to go take a look and see for myself. Oh my god, please don't scene change. Please. Oh, it's a scene change. It's a fucking scene change. I can't believe this shit. I can't believe this shit, chat. Phew, finished. What do you think? I've memorized every step from washing the vegetables to serving the noodles. I can do this all by myself now. They should have made these like 2 separate events. They should have made these 2 separate events. They should have had the Blaze and You event be one, and so that way we get more You screen time and more Blaze screen time, and then have the late C with the other stuff be like a separate event. Of course, it's all thanks to Xingzu for figuring out a genius solution. I just need to dip my hands in ice water for 5 minutes before kneading the dough, and it comes out fine. It looks good, and I can taste the craftsmanship in the dish. It'll do, even if it's far from perfect. If anyone could cook as well as me after just a few classes, then all my years of study would be in vain. Hey, I've been working hard for so long, and tomorrow is the big day. Can't you at least say something encouraging? I just don't want you to get a big head. Alright, maybe you're right. A little pep talk might do you good. Otherwise, you'd be too scared to cook the minute you meet Mobufu. Mobufu. Granny Blaze. I love this outfit for her. It's really good. This alt of her. Remember, there's nothing to be afraid of. Mobufu is old. Show him the power of your youth. Okay. Everything's ready. Let's go win one at Ding Feng Well tomorrow.
Now that I joined in this battle, nobody will think Landon Monastery is just an ornament of La Tirana.
Guys, it took us 2 hours. It took us 2 hours to get through stage 3. Are we gonna be even able to get through this event in time is what I'm wondering at this point. Pickled pot herb mustard. Place the vegetables in the pot and seal the lid. You will know it is time when the lid can no longer keeps the aroma contained. Oh god, are they just gonna like circle here? Let's see. I think this will be fine. I think the same setup will be fine. Welcome to Ding Feng Lao. Or Lo. I'm gonna keep saying it as Lao on accident. I think it's Lo. Ding Feng Lo. Wow. So this is the place everyone's talking about. Ooh, I like this theme. Might be kind of hard to hear on stream. It's a little low. They always have the music low in these sections. But it sounds good. It's a good theme. Are we looking good? Are you nervous? Huh? Don't think I should be. The competition is nigh, and yet I feel apprehensive somehow. I mean, nothing to fear. The young chef said it was fine. Besides, it's not like we're trying to be cooks here. We're just on the hunt for that legendary chef, right? To ask him for his tangerine cake recipe. Cold comfort, but I suppose at this point that's all I'm getting. Alright, I got some more water. We're good. It's about time. All spectators, please remain here for now. Competitors, follow me. If you get anything difficult thrown at you, don't bluster. Just keep calm and think. There's always a way. Relax, okay? I'll see you. Please sit. While I know you're here for the exam, you're still one of our guests. Please let me offer you some tea first. The examiner picks up the teapot from the table and pours Blaze some tea. Her nose is immediately filled with the fresh, sweet scent. For a competition, you're all being pretty friendly here. Well, can't say I haven't been thirsty. Thanks. Blaze grabs the teacup and drinks it up. As she does, the examiner places a pen and paper before her. This pot of tea is infused with several ingredients. Please write them down. Her spitting it out! What? Blaze glances down at her cup. Naught but a bead of tea left on the side. She looks up at the examiner, polite smile still plastered over his face. Could I, have another cup? This poor girl. Today looks like a bust to me. They've gone through dozens of people since morning, and nobody's even passed the first stage. Fucking Blaze, dude. Point and laugh, chat. Point and laugh. Our head chef is being too harsh on them. It's like a revolving door over there. No one can last longer than a minute. Chef's third eye is their tongue. If their tongue's not good enough, they can't be that good a chef. I just think of binging with Babish every time. Every time they bring up like little comments like those, I think of binging with Babish. Cause he's also like multiple times in some of his videos been like, oh yeah, like I've been told like by staff here multiple times that usually when I make something, they can't taste what I taste at all. Like his palate is like so refined that he's able to like pick up on even like the smallest differences. Meanwhile, other people like the camera crew and other people that work with him, when he shares it with them, they won't be able to taste it like at all. So no point wasting the head chef's time if they can't even pass stage 1. May as well send him home sooner. Hey, excuse me, madam. This is the kitchen. Are you... Judicial Review Office investigation. If I could have both your assistants? What's she doing here? Keep calm, keep calm. What did Mechanist tell you? The human tongue can only taste 4 flavors, but the nose can tell between over 100. Not that I ever smelt anything from his machine oil moonshine, though. Blaze gingerly cradles her cooling teacup once more, and takes a careful sniff of what aroma remains. Smells flowery. That's probably jasmine. No, not just jasmine. There's a kind of... Right, chrysanthemum. Just like the table tea at the young chef's place. Okay, aside from that, there was definitely a sweet, sour kind of flavor as I drank it. None of the initial flavors were sour, so what was that aftertaste? Sweet, acid, and a little puckery. Kind of familiar? The acid makes me think immediately of like lemon. Why'd you want me to try this plum wine anyway? It's a specialty here in Baitzao, you see. There's a plum forest north of the city. When summer sets in June and the plums are fresh and ripe, the people pick them to steep in wine. Ideally a Shaohan wine. Wine made from mosots like this just has a particular flavor to it. It goes perfect with plum. Steep it for about 3 months, and it's ready just in time for mid-autumn. Plum wine, huh? So it's got history? Earlier, you asked me what happened to all the people we lost building Baitzao, right? I wouldn't say it's got history, really. It just strikes me, during those awful times back then, pickled plums were a worker's staple. And some years after finishing Baitzao, that plum forest sprang up in the mountains north of us. No one knows exactly when it did, nor who planted it. So it's a way of remembering them, kind of. At least they were never forgotten. Once the plums are ripe next year, we can go to the mountains to see together. Here's my answer. Jasmine, chrysanthemum, green plum, mountain blossom, rock sugar, Xiaohan wine. I've heard there's a plum forest north of Baizhou. The plums in June get brewed for mid-autumn. I'm guessing the plums in this were picked earlier than that, which is why there's still a mouth-puckering taste in it. The alcohol steamed away while boiling the tea, and left just the sweet sourness of the plum, plus the mild and subtle aroma from the flower. It wasn't obvious when I drank it down, but the aftertaste really stays with you. I'd really like another cup. Identifying the first few flavors is reasonable enough, but you're the first one today who's been able to point out the use of Xiaohan wine. So, I'm right? Are you not sure about your own answer? No, of course not. Of course I don't. Then congratulations on passing the first test. Or the first stage, I should say. Please, follow me upstairs. How many tests do you think she has to go through? From the rear hall sounds a gong, and the doors next to Blaze yawn open. First stage? How long is this thing? Here you are, madam. The list of chefs at Dingfeng Lo. If you don't mind me asking, what are you investigating exactly? The case is confidential. I'm not at leisure to tell you for now. Okay. The head chef here. Their name is Mo Bufu? Yes. I don't think there's a cook in Baizhou who doesn't know of Chef Mo. Do you know what his occupation was prior to Dingfeng Lo? That I have no idea. Chef Mo arrived just under 10 years ago. Not quite a long time, but not short either. His cooking skills are the real deal. They're sublime. Almost straight away, he succeeded the previous head chef. Where is he now? I need to see him. I'm really sorry, but he's holding an exam right this moment. There's no way he can meet you. Exam? What exam? You could call it an enrollment exam for Dingfeng Lo. It only happens once every few years. If you're interested, we're televising it right here. That contestant. Blaze? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Lacey's gonna give her an earful when she catches her. She's literally gonna be like, okay, I gave you permission to go outside, but you're still causing all this trouble. What are you doing, girl? What are you be doing? This is... Isn't this a restaurant? How come this room's set up like a study? In its centuries of history, Dingfeng Lo has hosted countless reputed celebrities. We've set aside this room to safekeep any pieces of calligraphy or painting gifted by them. Delicacies, calligraphies, paintings are all our works of art that take years of practicing. Blaze looks up and around. Hundreds upon thousands of silk threads hang from the ceiling, a wooden placard tied to each one, resembling a curtain. All of these are names of dishes. As you're no doubt aware, Dingfeng Lo is hiring chefs in the run-up to the Feast of 100 Delicacies. This calls for cooks who are not just culinarily skilled, but who grasp the significances behind the dishes they make. Every dish here originates from a past feast of 100 delicacies. Pick one placard and tell me the dish's history. That is today's second stage. From the feasts? How the hell should I know any of these? Whatever, I've gotten this far. She finds the one that's like the longevity noodles. Blaze closes her eyes and swipes one down. The neighboring placards clatter against each other as if in an endless wind chime. What's this? Medley of whites? Blaze barely knows how to cook anything. passing the first stage was already a miracle. She spent basically her whole life in Victoria. How could she possibly know any of these stories? Blaze, I really wish I could help you. You have a time limit. Do you know the origin of this dish? About 50 years ago, give or take, Jan's Grand Preceptor presented the true lung with a dish, the simplest, plainest, stewed radishes. But the special thing was, the radishes she used came from all over the land, and each one had a massively different flavor and texture. But having been stewed for long enough, they absorbed enough broth and were all equally tasty. I hear Jan's always put education first, but because the country's so big, and every city has wildly different circumstances anyway, the farther out you go, the harder it is for students to really achieve. The Grand Preceptor was trying to tell the true lung that every student, no matter their background, should have equal opportunity. The true lung took the Grand Preceptor's advice, advocated hard for educational reform, tore down any regional restrictions, and brought equality to educational resources. The next year, when Baizhao Academy announced its successful applicants, students from remote regions made up more than half of 1,000 plus that qualified. In the decades after that, the Tianshis buried in their bureau's books, the students studying like hell in their academies, all of them thanked the Grand Preceptor for boldly advising. That, if I'm not mistaken, is what Medley of Whites represents. Blaze senses the spectators stop chattering. She's not wrong. Everyone is nervously watching her right this moment. Our girl Blaze, she's so smart. She's so smart. How did Blaze know that? And why would the exam writer leave the name of this dish in there? You don't just mention her, not in front of everyone. Did I, say something wrong? Interesting. The voice descends from a few meters above. Blaze stares up above her, but doesn't see anyone. A foot lands on a stair-step plank with a dull thud, subdued yet powerful, the kind nobody could miss. It approaches closer and closer until Blaze can finally make out who it is. A stern and solemn man, far older than her, alighting from his long stairwell. Hi, Rain! Welcome in! Oh my god, welcome in, Raiders! Welcome in! Hello, Raid! Thank you for the raid! How are you doing? How's Astroneer? How did it go? There's just soup! I don't know, I'm in the soup aisle! Why are you in the soup aisle? Why are you in the soup store? It was good. I give you my friends. Thank you. Thank you for trusting me with your stream buddies. Thank you. All your buddies. Thank you. Rain is stalking me. No, never. It's like the meme of like the looking back and forth like, sure. Welcome. Here, hold on. I'm gonna do my shout out. Hold on. Let me grab it. Let me grab it. There we go. Yes, go check out Rain, you guys. Please go check her out. She's so amazing. She's so nice. She's really, really fun to play games with. And she has great content. They were playing Astroneer. She's been playing a lot of Astroneer. I still need to play that at some point. Because I definitely feel like I'd enjoy it a lot. But yes, welcome in. Thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it. How is it going? How is everyone doing? If you need to lurk and raid and run, I totally understand. I totally get it. I'm always personally exhausted after streaming, so I know how it goes. But I really appreciate having you guys here, and I really appreciate the raid. If you do play it, it's on sale. Is it because of the summer sale? I will play it with you and teach you it. Yes. I'm tapping my fingers together. Yes. Perfect. Rain selling drugs. It's like repo all over again. I need to lay down. Girl, go get your rest. Go get your rest. You deserve it. You deserve that rest. We are working through Arknights still. We're still working on the current rerun event for the Sway siblings. Guys, I need to inform you. We only just now got to the next node. It took us, so we left off on node 2 yesterday after 5 hours. It took us 2 hours to get through the 3rd node in this, and there's 9 of them. Why is there so much exposition? Why? I have been literally getting like a sore throat. It's like slowly killing me. Shut it, Frost. Yep, it's like $8. It's, wow, that's a big sale. All right, I'll go nab that. I'll actually like go nab that. Hold on. I'm gonna open my Steam and open it up so I don't forget about it later. Oh, Sekiro. Is Sekiro on sale right now? It is also on sale right now. And Red Dead 2. There's a lot. Oh, not that immediately playing. My bad. There we go. All right. I pulled that up so I won't forget. No, it's a trap. I am walking willingly into the trap. I am the sacrifice, actually. But yes, everybody settle in for more exposition and reading. There is so much going on in this event. I really wish, I was talking about this the other day. I really wish they would focus on the siblings more during their own debut events. I feel like they do not give them enough time. And the Blaze and You storyline in this is really fascinating to me. And I feel like they could have done it in a way that, like, focused more on Blaze and You without having to have, like, the Latesy plotline on the side, too. I kind of wish they split them into 2 separate events. And gave them both, like, the limelight they deserve. Instead of shoving them together and having too many plot lines going on at once. I love that emote. That emote's so good. But yes, welcome in. Welcome. Another one falls prey to the addiction. This is the second one. This is the, like, second addiction you guys are giving me. Repo first and now this. How could you? How could you? I just remember when Astroneer, I think, like, first came out. And like Rooster Teeth played it way back when. And I remember really liking it like back then. I think that was when it was like in early access still. But I definitely want to play it some. I want to see if my boyfriend, Elios would want to play it as well, because I feel like he might enjoy that too. And we've been trying to find that game that like he'll also play with us. Yeah, my partner in crime. My partner in crime. I mentioned it to him earlier today. He likes his space games too. So I am hopeful that I can convince him to play that. That would be very nice. All right, we're gonna jump back into story because we are going to be here for a while. And I want to give you guys some time in story before I have to do another quick ad break to run to the bathroom, since you guys just rated me. So we're gonna jump back in right now. Blaze is in the city trying to, I don't even know what the point of her trying to find these tangerine cakes is anymore, now that they got rid of the fact that, like, because the whole point she was trying to find, like, the whole reason she was trying to find the tangerine cakes that tasted like the ones from her childhood at the start was because she made a bet with you. But now the bet is off. Like it sounds like they changed the bet or completely removed it because of Xingzi or whatever. But she's still after finding the tangerine cakes from her childhood. For whatever reason. I guess she's just really, really invested in those tangerine cakes. And she entered herself into a cooking competition, even though she's not a chef whatsoever, so that she can meet with, like, the most famous chef in the city of what is it called? Baizhao? Is that the city's name, if I remember correctly? And she's at test 2. She's at test 2. And the entire time we have this going on, there's, like, the the C plot line is that like Late C is trying to uncover like some cold case or something that was potentially a murder. I don't know, man. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in this, and I'm kind of just like, I kind of just want to enjoy my time with Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs that is Yu's cooking and him solving things with soup and stew and noodles, you know? I had a Monster Energy drink that was the Orange Ultra Zero, and a coworker asked how it was. I said it tastes like tongue and make me feel like an astronaut. But without the astronaut, Jesus. You're so done with work. I'm so sorry, Autumn. I'm so sorry. Do I need to come over there and beat them up? Do I need to come over there and beat them up? I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it for you, Autumn. I'll do it. I promise. I'll show up. I'll show up. I'll stance up. I think you're almost done with work for the day, right? Are you almost done for the day? It approaches closer and closer until Blaze can finally make out who it is. A stern and solemn man, far older than her, alighting from his long stairwell. Yes, please, I'm hoping doing this shit gets me a raise. Oh my god, it better. It better. Oh, handsome older gentleman, hello. Why, hello then. Tucks hair behind ear, hello. Twirls hair a little bit. Like 15 minutes, yeah? Oh, hell yeah. You're almost free. You're almost free. You're almost there. Remember, it's crime brulee. Listen, that fits the theming. That fits the theming. After so many years, I didn't think anyone would remember this. Nice to meet you. They have so many, like, really gorgeous NPC designs in this game, and it's kind of unfair because they never make them playable. And you only see them for, like, one event. And I'm like, how dare you have such a magnificent design that you only use for, like, this one event? It kills me. I'm still absolutely obsessed with the Brigadier from, the Reed storyline, like, side stories. The two of them that there are. Because he appears in both, and he's a boss in one of them. And I love his design so much. The story you've told is far older than you. Girl, how come you know it? Well, someone from my family told me it a long time ago. He said he was one of those students in poverty all the way back then. Oh yeah, the second test was like that they had all these placards hanging from like the ceiling on like threads. And you had to take one like randomly and give the history of whatever the dish was on it. Keep in mind that Blaze is not a chef, and she's not even I don't think she was raised in Yan. She was raised in Victoria. And these are all Yanese dishes, which are like, they're like Chinese dishes. And she got one and could name off the history of it like perfectly. But she's a foodie. She is a foodie. She does really like food. It's true. But I think she also did admit that, like, she doesn't know any of the history on, like, the food. She just likes the food. But this one dish that she picked was, of course, the one that, like, she knows the history of. Then there's, Subi. How do you say her name? Every time I see it, it trips me up. Is the O silent in it? Or is the first E silent? I'm not as familiar with her characterization. Kobe? Kobe? Oh, that's cute. That's I hope that's the way you say it because that sounds really cute. To know the spring of your water, I imagine your relative was a grateful and righteous man. But as for you, just what motive brought you here? I'm here to compete, of course. Also, I'm not doing the voices today because my throat was already starting to get really, really sore doing the voices earlier. So we're just using regular talking voice. Thank you for the hydration station. I should probably get tea at some point. Seeing as you've made it here, I'll give you one chance. Final stage. No frills, no fuss. Make me a dish. Echo? Was there echo on the redeem? Come. Oh, not the iced tea, baby. I need the like chamomile or something. Thank you though. I really appreciate it. Yep. Okay, I'll have to check that later. It's hard to mess around with that during stream because that's like an audio mixing thing on my side, I think. Sometimes for whatever reason, the like Twitch alerts specifically kind of get bugged. And when the like Twitch alerts get sent through to my OBS, that's when it like experiences issues. Too early for dinner time. The restaurant is almost empty save for a couple of diners. There's no waiters, no proprietor, and even the kitchen is quiet. But thank you for letting me know, because I'll definitely take a look at that later. I'll test it. I'll mess around with it a bit later. Excuse me. Oh yeah, we saw Zuali's mom. We saw Zuali's mom earlier. Because we met his dad like a few events ago. And we finally got to see his mom. Not what I was expecting. Honestly, not what I was expecting. She's very pretty though. But she's like a college professor. I was not expecting her to be a college professor. She's very pretty. She's very pretty. She definitely has the like college professor look to her. You, young man, help me out. Also, I love Zuale. I love Zuale. It's really hard for me because Inez is in shop right now. She's in the certificate shop, and I should really, really, really get her while she's in the certificate shop because I skipped her the last time she was in the shop and I regretted it. But I also know that I don't think they've run Zuale in the certificate shop yet. And I think it's getting really close to the point where they'll run him in the shop. And I don't have enough gold certificates, like gold, whatever it's called, the distinctions. I don't have enough of those gold distinctions for both. And so I'm like, ah, shit. Ah, fuck. Okay. So I've been putting off getting Inez again until I'm a little bit closer on like the gold distinctions to potentially have enough if they suddenly decide to throw him in the shop. I know we only have like 9 days left on that, but I think I have enough of the recruitment tickets that I can just do recruitments and expedite them and then hopefully have enough or close to enough if Zuale comes out next. Because we'll also be rolling on the Wong banner and that'll give me a bunch of gold distinctions too, I think. From the copies of units. I was in a hurry this morning and forgot my money. You're a well-to-do boy. Anyone can tell. Be a kind man. Spot me a little. He's like, did you just look at me and call me rich and be like, okay, lend me some money? Like, I'm not here to rip you off. Here, take this family jade for now. Once I grab the money later, I'll pay you back. Not that I mind lending you, but couldn't you just tell the owner instead? We're total strangers. How would you find me and pay me back? No. You see, this jade's not your average thing. It's not fit for just anyone to take. I'm only entrusting it to you because I can tell you've got a rare air about you. How are you gonna find him later, though? I love that my boy Lei is just going along with this. All right. Do you think this boy would get scammed? Do you think like he would like travel and get scammed like immediately? Zuale rummages for some loose coins in his pocket and hands them to the diner, whose face immediately broadens with delight. When do you plan to pay me back? Where would we meet? We'll meet if we do, and we won't if we don't. And if we don't, you can just go ahead and pawn this jade off. All right. Okay. He was literally making it sound like it was a magical stone. Like, here you go, take care of this, I'll be back for it. But then he's actually just like, nah, you can sell it. You can sell it, I don't care. Relax. You made a favorable deal today, young sir. So saying, the diner is gone out the restaurant door in a blink, disappearing into the crowds. Did he get food? Was that him finishing his food, and instead of dining and dashing, he was like, hey, can you pay for my meal? And then the dude paid for his meal and he just left. Was that what was going on? Pawn it off? Also, we already have so many fucking characters in this story, and they're only just now bringing in Zuele. I'm like, you guys, please. There's so many already. There's my dish. Pretty good job, wouldn't you say? He's very handsome. He's very handsome. He keeps coming up on the screen and I have to look away because he's too handsome. Longevity noodles? Have any of you guys had longevity noodles before? Honey, can you hear me? I don't think he can hear me. I think his earbuds are in. I kind of want Chinese food now, though. Mobufu's hands rest on the table, chopsticks in his grasp. For a while, silence, before he finally picks up the spoon and tries a mouthful of soup. Blaze examines Chef Mo's face closely, but the satisfied look she's hoping for simply does not blossom across the old man's face. These noodles, this soup base, who taught you this? You need some good Chinese food? Ooh, Chinese or Indian food sounds really good right now. Like, really good. I'm also really hungry because I only had, like, yogurt earlier. And that's been, like, it. So I'm very hungry right now. It was this tiny little chef. I really put my back into learning it, too. The owner of Savers at Use? Who is he to you? How come you know? I thought so. The disgrace of him. Uh-huh. I see he has talent, and give him the chance to display his skills. He's not grateful for that, fine. But now he even sends an amateur to humiliate me. I mean, I don't think that's what's going on, but what's happening? Blaze finished it up with no trouble. Nothing should be wrong with the flavor. Does Mobufu know the young chef somehow? Of course he does. Oh, wait, okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I know you can probably tell I suck at cooking at a glance, but I didn't come so I could wreck your competition. I just have a question that only you can answer. I grew up in Victoria, see? And this relative of mine who lived far away in Yan would always send me these tangerine cakes. They were so sweet and tasty. I've been on the hunt ever since I came to Baizhao, but I still haven't found that flavor. I was thinking, since you're the best chef in all of Baizhao, maybe you would know. A single pastry? You thought it was worth entering this competition to meet me over a single pastry? Pastries, I agree, honey. I have tons of other questions still, but this is the only one I can solve on my own. This is the one clue, the one link I have to my family. You. The greatest taboo when making tangerine cakes is to blindly add sugar. That is, to mask the poorness of your craft and ingredients with sweetness.
Wouldn't the biggest crime just be to not use tangerines?
They're called tangerine cakes, but they're not even using tangerines at all. Is that what you're saying?
I used a peach.
You used... Those are just peach cakes, honey.
Well, then it would be the biggest crime to
Oh my god.
cakes.
Oh my god.
He's just a little... He's over-exaggerating.
Listen, he's the binging with Babish, okay? He's the binging with Babish of Arknights.
The banging of Bibish?
Yeah. The binging with Babish. I don't know of anyone skilled enough to make tangerine cakes that are sweet and yet taste good on their own. You've asked your question. Now go. Oh, he mad. He mad. Gordon Ramsay mad. Oh, wait. A muffled sound from above interrupts the two. Blaze and Mobufu look up at the same time, but both of their faces get struck by something wet. Ew! Ew! Why is it leaking in here? No, this is oil. And the moment she says it, the lamp suspended from the dome ignites in a blink, becoming a fireball. What is happening? Get out of here. What is happening? I like how we went from one event where there— oh my god, we have a battle stage, that's right. Alright, I'm gonna pause this for a second so I can run to the bathroom because I have to use the bathroom super bad. But fireball, motherfuckers! I like how we went from one event that had like a ship crashing into a kitchen and setting the kitchen on fire, and now we immediately get into this event where we have another kitchen setting on fire. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna run a quick ad break while I'm gone too, so be patient. I will return. All right, I'm back. I grabbed some pineapple while I was up. Delicious, delicious pineapple. I went to empty out the can and immediately spilled pineapple juice all over my hand instead. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you for real right now? Have you played Overcooked Frost? I think that's what it's called, right? That's a really fun multiplayer game. Alright. So. Here's what I was thinking. For this.
Finished construction of the refinement system. Deployment point confirmed.
Then we're gonna do... I think that puts him outside her range. So we're gonna do... right here instead.
I try and keep my eyes open. May the Lord bless us.
Forethought. Unblockable. Can collect up to 4 vapidity or sapidity. When full, moves towards derelict stove. When defeated, spawns vapidity equal to quantity picked up. Oh dear lord. Alright, so we need to stop that dude, like, immediately. But he's unblockable, which is the problem. I'm gonna do this.
Up first.
I'm gonna throw it there. Even if he's unblockable.
Last step of battlefield prep. Last step.
Okay, we're gonna do this.
Bow has 3 choices, and the enemy 3.
Oh, he might pick it up if they get too close. Okay, he's gonna circle. Alright, that's fine.
Understood.
Hit that.
Lure the enemy left.
Me and Rain have done both in some of the DLCs. Ooh! Our daughter likes to play every now and then. I think Ailey, Autumn, and Rain played on stream quite a while ago. It was chaos. Oh my god. I would get so stressed out. I would be so stressed, dude. Let's see. We're gonna do Sancta.
Don't underestimate these old bones.
And then we're going to... I want to place her. I think I want to place her over here instead.
Tell me what you require. Watch your step. Don't hurt the crops.
Just feels like a waste to put him there. I'd much rather, like, put him here or something. Or, like, do this.
Incapacitating them is enough, right?
Oh, their oven is, like, all the way over there. Which is not great.
Understood. Open a hole.
Your orders. Feel the bowstring tremble.
Oh, he's picked up 2 of them.
Entendido.
Inútil.
What's a current limit looking like? Question becomes, where do we stop them?
Forward. Wish I didn't scare you. Yielding.
That's not great that he has the 4.
Understood. Right. Harass the closest enemy.
He's just delivering them to the oven. That's so rude.
Understood. Just as planned then. This
I might replace her. Might do this instead.
Okay, this is awkward, but I'm the only one who knows how to handle the chaos I created.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way with this nonsense, actually.
Stop! I mean, who's...
My bones will get
Oh, the oven's ready. Go.
Awaiting on your attacks are all within my calculations.
Right.
Woo. Woo. Alright, I'm having some more of my pineapple. We're good. These stages that have like the extra enemies that actually don't count towards like the total enemies always throw me off. Alright, we're good. Watch out! What does this design remind me of? The design reminds me of something like specific. I'm not placing it. Oh my god, my neighbor's playing music really loudly downstairs again. Flames burst forth above their heads, raining cinders down from the ceiling, igniting the flour and the oil atop the stove. In an instant, the kitchen is a sea of fire. Oh no, not another kitchen fire. Also, the floor is literally vibrating under my feet right now because of our downstairs neighbors. Chinese buffet or any heist movie. You, go. I'll be fine. Cover your mouth and nose. Don't talk. I'm not too good with this move yet. Let's give it a try. Excuse me. Just duck. Blaze grabs a knife, then slices her palm open. Gradually, a whirlwind forms in Blaze's hand, then expands straight outward into a blast wave. She said, let's fight fire with fire. The violent surge of air sweeps the whole room. In a blink, she's put the fires out and strewn the cookware about in shambles. There was like a manga or anime that I think I read forever ago that used like a similar tactic when dealing with like a fire. What a skill you have. Could you be... Dual shit. You're welcome. Looking up again, Blaze sees the lamp's frame is charred black. Red-hot metal peeking through the burnt coating. It's on the verge of falling. Mobufu, move! Blaze grabs the old man's arm, trying to pull him to one side, but the lamp's already falling. With a stifled crack of thunder, the remains of the fixture are abruptly flung to one side and smashed hard against the wall. Latesy! Are you all right there? Latesy? What are you doing here? Maybe I should ask, what are you doing here? She's like, uh-oh, I'm gonna be put on timeout. But we can talk about you later. Could this be a repeat of the Ding Feng Lo fire last month? Lin Qingyang scans her surroundings. The kitchen chefs are in a frenzied jumble, but her gaze quickly locks onto a masked figure among them, who seems to meet her gaze, then turns and vanishes into the crowd. Not the masked figure. Not the masked figure. SNL skit of what are you guys doing comes to mind. You're gonna have to send that one to me. It's been so long. Blaze, stay here. Keep Mobufu safe. Hey, where are you going? Jeez, the smoke is killing me. On that pillar there, there's a breaker. There's, a lot of them here. Which one do I pull? Flitting like a fowl, Lin Qingyang has her target cornered in just a few spry leaps. Mere meters to separate them, but so smoky is the air that you can't quite make out their silhouette. I would die in here, actually. The smoke inhalation would get me for real. Just as he makes to run again, a thunderclap strikes next to his feet. And scent? Alright, cool. I'll have to check it out a little bit later. Hold it. Move another inch, and the next bolt is hitting your head. Answer my questions. Why set fire to Ding Feng Lo? Is your target Mobufu or someone else? All the previous incidents, they were your doing too, weren't they? Also, the scrollery? You and your accomplices must have some aim in all these actions. What is it? Not talking? Then I'll take you back to the Judicial Review Office for a nice long questioning. What if he's like unconscious? Oh no, they're not. They're fine. Deputy Minister Lin, surely you wouldn't ask if you didn't know the answer already. Can you not see the truth? Or do you simply pretend you can't because you don't dare to? What? The office is a good place, but I don't plan on visiting it for now. Besides, when your will wavers, the thunder you throw isn't so frightening. It's time you opened your eyes. Wait! They get away. And with that, the masked figure is on the move. Just as Lin Qingyang would give chase, the ceiling sprinklers start up out of nowhere. Ice-cold water pours down, soaking her head to foot. Latesy! You alright? Damn it. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I'm definitely hydrating a lot. Luckily I have some like popsicles, so those will help later too, with my kind of sore throat. The pineapple is helping as well. I'm gonna have another bite of pineapple. What is that boss? My boyfriend is playing Guild Wars 2 right now. And he's fighting some... I looked over and he's fighting a really crazy boss. The customers are all safely out of the way. There's just a few in shock. Thank goodness no one was injured. We've reported it to the authorities. The Mandarin should be here any moment. Don't we have a Mandarin here already? She's like, I'm not supposed to be here, actually. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Head chef, you're... I'm fine. I owe it to this girl. Hold on, I wanna look up something really quick. The Arknights wiki. Alright, there we go. Take a look at that later. I just looked up something that I want to make sure I double check. There we go. There's nothing left for you to do here. Go on. Go home.
Oh, thank you for the stretch, Adam. Thank you. Big stretch.
Ooh! My fingers popped with that one. Do the big stretch like over my head and I link my fingers. And it usually ends up either popping my wrist or my fingers in the process. Once the chefs leave, Lin Qingyang locks the door to the room. Mr. Mo, if I could have a word or two with you. You know this girl, madam? She's a friend of mine. Chef Mo, she's on the trail of a really important case. Would it be alright if you, tried to answer her questions? I don't like what the Mandarins get up to, but I don't like to spurn a favor either. You saved my life today. That's more favor than I'll ever repay. Go ahead, then. Ask away. I'm looking for one of your restaurant's chefs. He's a witness in a case. I believe 10 years ago, he was working in the Ministry of Justice death row prison, making last meals for convicts. A chef who only makes last meals. How exactly did he pass the Ding Feng Lo exams? Ding Feng Lo serves all manner of mandarins every year at the Feast of 100 Delicacies. That means every chef's background must be clear as day for the record. I imagine he shouldn't be hard to find. What exactly do you want me to say, madam? First, my restaurant catches fire for no reason. Now you say we have a chef who made meals for dead men. Should I even bother to open Ding Feng Lo again? I understand your situation, sir. That's why I'm choosing to ask you these things in private. Whatever. It's not like I can't admit to my own past. The chef you're looking for. The death row caterer, Mo Xiaolu. Or Xiao Liu? Xiao Liu? Xiao Liu. That was me. What? I thought so. And making last meals is nothing shameful. The powerful need to eat, and so do the powerless. My cooking skills come from that prison, making last meals for death row convicts from all corners of the country. As for changing my name and hiding my identity, I just didn't want to make any trouble for this restaurant. I'm beginning to sort of admire you. Do you remember 10 years ago, a convict admitted to the prison by the name of Gu Chuan? If you don't remember the name, you should at least remember that some decades ago, he was the one and only person to be released from death row. What? Wait, you mean my dad? Why'd my dad get the death penalty? Blaze. You mean Gu Chuan? He was your father? Yeah. So you remember him. I do. All too well. I spent so many years in there making last meals. I met countless horrific scoundrels, endless connivers. As each one of them ate before they left, the look in their eyes, it was always more or less the same. But I'd never seen someone whose eyes were so clear, so clean, so free of anything. He wasn't like the other convicts. In his time, he never wept, never howled, and never screamed injustice, not even on the day he was imprisoned. Even I found it strange how a man like him could end up on death row. Why would my dad... Then do you know at the time what charges Gu Chuan was sentenced to death on? Not at the time. Not at the time? But 1 year later, when I joined Ding Feng Lo and began taking part in the Feast of 100 Delicacies, I came across a menu for a feast from a few years before. That was when I learned that at that feast, Gu Chuan served a dish to the true lung. Just so happens that was the same dish this girl pulled down earlier, medley of whites. But next to that dish, he placed a steamed flour bun, and in it was a filling of red pickled tofu. So, what does it mean? Why would he get locked up just for serving that? Was it the poison dish that, like, killed the emperor or whatever? Lin Qingyang, aren't you gonna say anything? Your relative told you the story of the Grand Preceptor, but never told you her eventual fate? Her fate? 40 years ago, the Grand Preceptor plotted to assassinate the True Lung. She committed suicide after it failed. Every single one of her underlings was arrested and trialed, and their numbers were over 1,000. When Gu Chuan served that dish at the feast, it signified redressing her for her treason. It made the True Lung furious. Oh, because the dish was originally made by the Preceptor. That dish was originally created by her. And so in serving it, he essentially, like, insulted the Emperor. I get it. No way. My dad told me so many times the Grand Preceptor was loyal to the country, the people, the whole realm. How the hell could she be a traitor? The history books have it that way, yes. And they're right? Lin Qingyang, if everything written in them is true, what the hell are you investigating? And besides, my dad didn't actually get killed, right? Doesn't that prove, like, at least some people from the court believe the Grand Preceptor and my dad were both innocent? That's a sticking point, yes. If Gu Chuan was imprisoned as part of the Grand Preceptor case, why would they free him afterwards? It stuck with me too. You see, after entering prison, Gu Chuan had 2 visitors, and both were people I happened to know. One was the person delivering his meal, Yu Cheng, deputy minister of the office at the time. And the other was the one who brought him out, former minister of rights, Ning Shu. What? Quick, this way. Surround the place immediately. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They might be going to jail. I think she's digging a little too deep and they might get sent to jail, you know. Damn it, why now? Oh, it's her again. What a coincidence. One step ahead of me, Deputy Minister Lin. I just arrived. A coincidence indeed. The Judicial Review Office is investigating the Ding Feng Lo fire. I ask all of you to be cooperative. Lin Xingyang and the girl next to you. Come with me. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun.
Leader, don't forget to invite me out for drinks on your
Woo.
tab, okay?
Alright, how are we looking? We're looking good. Honey herbal tea. Ooh, that sounds good. A cup of tea after a meal may ease the stomach, but it cannot ease one's worries and regrets. It is sweet on the palate, but it is the bitter aftertaste that lingers. Also, this one was at least shorter. This one was like 2 hours. This one was like about an hour. Smaller maps. The smaller maps like make me kind of stressed out. So they'll circle here and try to drag them from the oven. Alright, we'll do it. We'll do... You know what? I think... I could do, Question is, who do I want to replace? We didn't use Helliger much on the previous one. So I might replace... Well, actually, because Thorns is also arts and she's also arts. We need... Well, I guess they have physical. I forget if Exercise has arts for her attacks, but I think Archetto's is physical, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna do this.
Questions are destined to be answered. Rules bound to be
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's the only box we have to protect, right? Yeah, it is. We need to throw my boy Logos onto the map ASAP. Oh, it's right away. Hell yeah.
You want
Alright,
to run? Before you do, remember to leave your valuables behind.
God, the theme is really good too. Can he? I don't think he has enough attack to do it alone at the moment.
You're in a complex environment. Don't go off on your own or you might get disoriented. For them, the bell tolls.
You don't want to get up to make dinner? I feel that. I feel that for us. I can understand that sentiment. Praying for you. This is a fun theme.
Get up. There'll be no bending of the knee.
Oh, what is that?
Listen.
Continuously inflicts arts damage and burn to its surroundings, immune to slow. Alright.
Tell me what you landscape here is tricky. Only step where I step.
So I'm gonna need, like, a healer ASAP, I think. There we go.
Take good care of them.
Oh, look at him! He's so cute! With his little kite.
Light
Here, the reversal of finality.
May the Lord bless us.
I forbid your retreat.
Only problem is being back there, Noelle won't be able to hit him.
Your orders. Draw. Aim. Loose.
Oh my god. Oh my god, the army. Look at them up there. Roro. Roro.
Real estate question. This wonderful realm or a panoramic view of hell? Which did you want again?
I'm ready. Here, I'll help you.
Go into the oven. This is a really fun event. I do really like the battle stages on this one. It's fun. I love the breakfast enemies. I think they're adorable. Oh, here comes another one. Also, this being literally the perfect location to throw Logos, like, I'm not even having to use the oven.
Go ahead. Light is shining at the right angle.
Yeah, don't even have to use the oven on this. That's crazy. Logos doing, like, all the work there.
The time is not yet come.
I think I'm gonna, like, consistently forget that the ovens are a thing. Was it just the battle stage? It was just the battle stage. Oh, because they have a story chapter immediately after it. So that story chapter is probably gonna be kind of long. Let's see. Do we have... I think we can get the girl after that? Hold on, let's check. Yes. Yes. Give me the goods.
Oh, I've already been introduced. Please don't believe a word places. The girls still insist I'm a folk singer.
Oh, it's kind of... Her voice is kind of low compared to the background music.
A historian of Bao
Bao
on any intriguing ballads or proverbs, I'd be delighted if you would share them with me.
Right? Is that how she said it? Baoza? Is it Baoza or Baoza? Hold on. Where is she? I want to hear it again now. Now I'm curious. Nope, not that one. Her outfits are really cute. Where is it? Is it the onboard?
Oh, I've already been introduced. Please don't believe a word places. The girls still insist I'm a folk singer. I am Xin Zhu, a historian of Bai Zhao.
Bai
If you
Zhao.
happen upon
Bai
any
Zhao.
intriguing ballads or proverbs,
Xing
I'd be
Zhu.
delighted if
Is that
you
how
would
she
share
said it?
them with me.
Bai Zhao. Bai Zhao.
Nini, doctor.
Alright. Let's see how long this one is. And then we might call it after that, since the last stream was so long. Hopefully this story chapter isn't like 2 hours. We shall see. Roasted chestnut. Try to crack a chestnut with brute force, and you will only hurt yourself. Dip one in oil, another in water. Place them in a pot, cover with the rest of the chestnuts, and roast them over a fire. You will know when they are ready when you hear a thundering crack. Let someone better take over. Ha! If Father heard that, I'm sure he'd be chewing your head off. Don't joke with me, brother. Of all us siblings, who could compare to you in either knowledge or strength? Once you ascend the throne and move into the Forbidden City, I can leave for the Sky Mirror Pavilion with peace of mind. I'll set up shop as a scribe and look after all Yan's ancient records. In a way, I'll also take some weight off your shoulders. Brother, no more hesitating. At this point, only you can convince Father. The Grand Preceptor, no. All three Grand Ministers support this move. Even in the face of the officers, of Yan's citizens, public opinion will still bear out. Brother, this is the right thing to do. You can't pull out now. I'll stand with you. Why me? Why did it have to be me? Our youngest brother died because of you. They all died because of you. You shove it all on me, make me take the blame alone, deal with the whole warring mess alone, and you just leave like nothing happened? Yan Wu, never return again. Ooh, pretty. Pretty background. Oh, it's these two. It's been a while. Oh god, another example of them bringing in too many characters into one event. You know what I should do? I should make a list of like every single character they either mention or bring into in some form into this event. Because I swear it's like double to triple the amount of like the other ones. It's kind of insane. It's too many characters in one event, I think. Look how idle you are. All the mid-autumn festivities of Lungmen, and you don't plan to attend a single one? Should I? Who wants to see my wrinkly mug on their TV anyway? The Schweier's girl is a planner. She'll handle it. She can make anything lively. I've watched you grow lazier day after day since we came back from UMen. You just coop up in your study at home eating snacks. If you don't go out for a walk anytime soon, you might just start putting on a beer belly. She's so funny. I love her. She's so upfront. It's great. I haven't seen Lin Kojui get out much since spring. I can't even find a partner for morning jogs now. He's old. I'm old. The young ones know how to do it all. If I keep sticking my head in, they won't think I'm cool. So now you understand, huh? If you'd realized any sooner, would little Chen have ever left? Oh my god, she is getting his ass this time around. How long ago was it? Sorry, what? I'm not sure I could play through this by myself, so much talking. Yeah, it's a lot. I will say this event, so these events are like essentially like the New Year's events, for Arknights. There is like 2 to 3 times the amount of exposition in this event than like in regular events, it feels like. For example, the previous event that we started last week that I wasn't able to finish, and that one we got through like 3 or 4 stages, I think. Within my usual stream time. This one was like we got through 2 stages in like 5 hours the other day. It's this event in particular is so exposition heavy that, bro, it's just so much. It's like, bro, you guys, devs please. Like I was saying earlier, but I really think they should have split it into like 2 events or something. I know the other day, someone in chat was saying how these events, even though it's nice to have like all the story, having so many plot lines going on all at once really kind of take away from everything else, which I think is like my big complaint personally for the Sway events, is that for them supposedly being focused on like the Sway siblings and their roles and things, and like I usually when I play gachas, when they release a new character in other gachas that I've played, usually the event or story that they're released in focuses entirely around that character, usually. Arknights doesn't really do that. A lot of the Sway siblings take back seats to their own events, and it's kind of sad. it makes me really sad. I wish they were more present, because I really adore them a lot. Little Chen, how long has it been since she left? Also, old married couple. Love them. 5 years. How has it been 5 years in the Arknights universe already? I guess like this, when this event came out, this was like their what was this their 5th or 6th New Year's event? It's been 5 years. We don't even know what she's going through out there, or how her disease is. I think this is their 5th one. No, their 6th one. This is... right? Because they just had their 7th anniversary. So this was their 5th one, I think. Right? It's Neon, Desk, Chongyue, no, Ling, Chongyue, Shu. No, this is their 6th one. This is their 6th one. Which I guess makes sense. Like the first year, Chen is like the first couple chapters that I did in Arknights. And then it's been like 5 years since that. The timeline in this game gets me sometimes. Because all of these events, these Sway ones, are supposed to take place like a fair number of months apart, but not like a crazy amount. Like it sounds like the time between this event and the previous one with Shu was about 6 months. And then the time between Ling and Chongyue's event and then Chongyue's and Shu's event was like 3 to 5 months, I think. I don't know. The timeline gets confusing for me sometimes. I know she was at Yumen when I was there. She's doing fine. Her swordmanship's progressed, so she's fine, I suppose. So you just watched her leave again? This is the unhappy wife with how he's been acting about the daughter situation. She doesn't want to see me, and she doesn't want to come back. I can't force her. Don't worry, her path's longer than ours. Oh, it's these guys again. I still don't know who these guys are exactly. The Shadow Guard. They showed up in Chongyue's event, briefly. But I haven't gotten far enough in main story to know who exactly they are otherwise. Lord Wei, a letter for you. Had they made you deliver it personally? It's from the capital. Are they like the Shadow Guard of like the Emperor? The sender? His Majesty's Imperial Guard. Did he have any message aside from the letter? Also, we love Fumizuki. She 100% wears the pants in this relationship. She's great. She takes control of like everything, all the situations. I adore her. The True Long invites Lord Wei to the capital for the Feast of 100 Delicacies and for a moon viewing together. She's like, what about me? What about me? Leave the letter on my desk. You're dismissed for now. If we may ask what Lord Wei intends? I have my own plans. None of you need to worry. Lord Wei, we volunteered to escort you to the capital. I said you're dismissed. He said, I don't want anything to do with you guys. Why don't we open up your invitation and see what they wrote exactly? No need. Just leave it there. This day was meant to come. I even thought it'd come a little sooner. How many years has it been? 40. It's been 40 whole years since I left Baizao. You men should have reached the capital by now. I suppose my brother's settling all his old debts in one clean go. A clean slate in time for autumn. A fine autumn at that. What is this? Is he related to the Emperor? You can choose not to go. It's been 40 years already. What's he going to do? Send another unit of Imperial Guards, a whole army? Enough nonsense. At this point, that's not what he intends. Then what does he intend? You know, I've never really brought up those days with him before. Enough. I don't want to hear it. Fumizuki, I've let down a lot of people throughout my life. Edward, my sister, my teacher. And I have to admit that my brother's turned out to be one more on the pile. You can also say that it was the position that killed so many people. And who had a choice? Then it wasn't your fault. Even if you'd stayed, would things have turned out better? Would there be no blood? Nobody would have remembered a minister pleading the commoner's case. They would only remember a regicidal, fratricidal prince. Dun dun dun. They amping up the drama. If you have questions, ask. I'm in a hurry. Mind your attitude. You're also a theoretical suspect in our crime scene. But seeing as you're a coworker, I'll spare you the interrogation room. I told you! I saw the culprit on the scene. I just miscalculated and failed to arrest him. Calm down. Are you going to physically vent on me just because you didn't catch the one who did it? I'd have to match your strength first. Good. You're still somewhat sober. In light of the years we've spent together in the judicial, then, can you tell me? Ooh, need that hydration. This afternoon, why were you at Dingfeng Lo, at the scene of the crime? An investigation. In the run-up to the Feast of 100 Delicacies, we've had the scrollery be burned, and 2 fires at Dingfeng Lo. Don't you think this string of cases could be connected somehow? So you're saying you knew beforehand that someone would set fire to Dingfeng Lo today, and thus you were lying in wait for them? I was just there following up a lead. Just there following up a lead. Do you need me to list off every action you've taken the last few days? You've been tailing me? I don't have that sort of free time, but I have ways of knowing these things, naturally. Let me ask once more. Who were you meeting at Dingfeng Lo today? I fear I'm not the only one working on the sly. Explain. For your information, you never told me the Ministry of Right's files on Guchuan were forged, and that he was sent to death row before leaving Baizao. As a minister, you must have known these things. Doctor, we need you to defend the blue box. Operator, can't. Doctor, why not? I'm at soup. What do you mean you're at soup? The entire base is soup, Doctor. Thank you, Tsuka. Let's just make that a copy pasta. Let's just save that one. Let's pin that one. Put a pin in that one. Can I pin comments? I'm gonna pin that message. We're gonna set that to manually unpinned or end of stream. There you go. You get the pin comment. It pinned for me. Raid call? Probably after this? These are all clearly key points of evidence. Why were they nowhere to be found in the Judicial Review Office archives? And why would you cover up? So this is the lead on the scrollery fire that you've been toiling over for the last few days? How did you find any of this out? What do you mean there's more soup? I love that video. That video's so good. It's none of your concern how I found out. There's a piece of advice I gave to Yu Cheg in the past. Whew. And I will give it to you now. Some past affairs are learned of. Some are not learned of. In both cases, there are reasons why. Some things are best left forgotten by all. I never imagined I'd hear those words come from a minister. You may consider me a schemer all you like. A minister merely booted over from the Ministry of Justice. But I know exactly what I'm saying. And I know that regardless of the thousands of reasons you might have, the truth is still and merely the truth, and not anyone's tool to broaden the divide. There will always be someone who remembers the truth and the meaning behind it. For example, that girl shut in the next room who you took every pain to secretly bring back to Baicao, all the way from Victoria? Yes, I did uncover that Guchuan had a daughter in Victoria. She too can provide vital testimony in the Guchuan case. Lin Qingyan, when will you stop playing dumb? You've already found out that Guchuan files are fake. You know Yu Cheng is on the trial of that very case. Or on the trail of that very case. So I'm guessing you've also found out about the child who the Imperial Guard brought back 40 years ago, who they recorded in the files as deceased. You have your suspicions as to the truth of this case, correct? Was that girl you brought back here born in Victoria or born in Baicao? You know full well. You clearly long suspected her identity, and still you decided to bring her back. Were you that confident you could pull this off without a hitch? Or was it that in pursuit of the truth, you didn't even care if she lived or died? You're threatening me. You think I'm joking? Lin Qingyang's gaze fixes tight on the minister's notes. She doesn't even notice how her own attire is soaked through in cold sweat. But in the next instant, with a bizarre warping of light, the paper in her hands vanishes. But back on topic. It's not what I care about. At least not right now. It's not what I care about most. I've told you, past affairs are never as important as present. So what are these present affairs of yours? You know that Yumen is less than 100 li from Baicao right now. For 3 months, Baicao has been preparing to split up and move. And how does this relate to the Guchuan case? Should you keep investigating this case, then there will only be one person in all of Yan who can give you your answers. Qingyan, take one step out of this door, and I can no longer protect you. Let alone her. At the Chen's old place, in the study, there's a secret closet. After I leave, go there and take what's inside. Follow those instructions, and you can protect Lungman's safety and your own. So you're going. Now's the perfect time to. Kojui's girl is doing a great job handling the downtown, and the Schweier's future doesn't rest on the sick old tiger anymore. Lungman doesn't need a Wei Yanwu anymore, or a chief executive. I think you're giving your last words a little too early. This is about Lungman's future, Fumizuki. Listen to me. I've made a lot of mistakes, done a lot of things I regret, but Lungman, our city, built by us, a home to millions, Lungman must stay. Then you stay too, and take care of it. Youngsters can handle it all, but it still needs some oldies to look after it. You see this letter too? How am I meant to ignore this? So once again, you'll just roll over and die? Just like last time you'd pay with your life. Is that how you're envisioning it? Does that make anything even? Kushi. What does this say? What does this see? What is this? What is this? I don't know all the characters yet. Tsuka. It's different this time. Also, I really love them. I think they're really cute. There's no one standing on the other side. I'm just facing my own debts. I made a choice 40 years ago, and ever since, with every action I take, I try to convince myself that even knowing how many people I've failed, I was still right to make that choice. Sorry, you're fine. But I can't run forever. You know, your life's never been yours alone. Not then, and certainly not now. Forget about sacrificing yourself to make up for anything. You can't make up for a mistake with another mistake. It never ends that way. At our age, we should have already learned that lesson well. Stay. We'll face this together. Don't be a dumbass! Stay with her! Fumizuki, don't try and stop me. You cannot stop me paying for my past. Damn pride. Damn ego. Well then, you leave me with no other choice. Well, I'm stood here. You're not going anywhere. Yeah, go Fumizuki. I love her. I love her so much. Yenwu, this time, I'll protect you. I swear it. I'm not stuck in this room with you. You're stuck in this room with me. Latesy. You're all right? Of course I'm all right. You're stuck in the room with Wan Qing. You know what? That's okay. That's acceptable. I'll accept that. All that judicial lady asked was what I saw during the fire, and I just told the truth. I didn't see anything. So then she let me go. The heck did you do? How come you took so long? It's no matter now. Let's go. Wait. Go? Why? That Mobufu clearly still has tons of answers. Aren't we gonna follow up with him? There's nothing to follow up on. Pardon? I'm not meddling with your father's case anymore. I'll get you out of Baicao in the next day or two. Lin Qingyang, that's one stupid joke to tell me now. You know that? No, wait. You just found a new lead, didn't you? That's why you're just screwing with me? Okay now, for real. Tell me what you found, or... Blaze. I got the official debriefing from the judicial case files. You may or may not have fallen asleep. You're so real for that. You're so real for that, Frost. I am definitely tired, so I feel it. Gu Chuan, an ethnic Guineas from Victoria, joined the Ministry of Rights in 1077 as a ceremonial officer. Was the nap okay, at least? Was the brief nap okay? Reassigned as envoy of ceremonial rights in 1092, headed for Victoria as part of a diplomatic mission. On the way, encountered an unexpected snowstorm and passed away after falling into a river. What? Latesy, you're lying to me, aren't you? Just trying to shove me out of the picture again? You've been asking me just what the deal was with your father's death, haven't you? Well, every lead's been thoroughly investigated. There's no doubt. That's it. It was just an accident. All the gaps in the files have been made replete. This case can be closed. Liar! She's a liar! In creeps the mid-autumn. The night sky is moonless. Out in the streets, the energy poles churn away at max output, but the drop in temperature is still noticeable to some. All falls still in the dead of night. The human sea recedes. The biting breeze blows through. Ooh, I love nighttime breezes, you guys. That's something I really miss about living in like a suburban area is being able to go and like walk around like the suburbs specifically. Being able to go around and walk at nighttime was one of my favorite pastimes ever. And I miss it so much. I miss it so much. What does this say? Ooh, ooh, what's the middle character? Ooh, something tsu. Ooh. You're teaching me. Why are you calling me a liar? Oh, you mean me going that at fucking Latesy. Latesy's a liar. She's a liar. What is it? Ooh, Soul. Is the middle character Soul? Usotsuki? 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 I'm learning words. I'm learning new words. You're teaching me. Usotsuki. I'm learning. I'm learning, chat. Slowly but surely. I'm learning. Yeah, no, she's a liar. She's a big fat liar. If you're that cold, just turn on the heater. I legit thought you were calling me a liar for a second when I was talking about the walking around at night. I was like, wait, what? Immediately forgot what I had said about Latesy. No, I know you're not, Tsuka. I was like so confused for a second. When I stream, I literally have like no retention whatsoever. I think it's just there's so many things going on at once. And so I say something and then someone makes a comment on it and I immediately forget. I'm immediately like, huh? What? What'd I say? What happened? Easy for you to say. If we're going to keep running this shabby little eatery, we have to pinch every penny we can on warmth. No, literally the huh. Literally the huh every time. Huh. Huh. Damn it. Look how late it is. When will Blaze and her friends show up? You Lark gotta finish my laundry? Oh my god. I have laundry I need to do too, that you just reminded me of. Oh no. Oh no. I don't like doing laundry. You're wondering about that reward money, huh? But also good luck with laundry. Good luck. I believe in you. You can do it. I'm not. Is this window letting air in? I need to fix it later. Wait, are they back? You're almost finished? Oh, hell yeah. Woo. You're... What? Am I not allowed in? Please, come inside. I'll put on some tea for you now. Anything to eat? Noodles. Longevity noodles. Right. I'll make you some now. One's made by your boss. Oh, well... Jiang glances back at the staircase where the young chef had been standing. By now, he's vanished without a trace. He's out on business. Then I'll wait for him here. Far out. He won't be back for a fortnight. And I'll still wait. He said, you can't make me leave. I refuse to move from the spot. I've waited 30 years. So long that I'm shriveled up. What's a little longer? Chef Mo, Please don't joke around now. You're the first under heaven when it comes to cooking. What could be worth wasting your time here? Madre. First under whose heaven? Mobufu downs his teacup in one go. The hot tea spills from the corners of his mouth and drips down his wizened white beard. I remember clearly that winter 30 years ago, a catastrophe wrecked my home village. Those of us lucky enough to survive took off, me with nothing but my cooking skills. We thought, let's scrape by in Baitsao. We went through hell. We were almost there when we ran into another group of refugees, or maybe a bandit gang. I'm not sure. They followed us for a long way across the icy waste, weapons in hand. We began to realize that they were after the remaining supplies and rations we had left. By the time we'd been trekking for a month, plenty of us were sick or hurt. We had barely scraps left to eat, far from enough for both sides to cross that wasteland. There was no escape, so we decided we may as well risk it all with them. However, when we were just about to go out fighting, we smelt something delicious. That's when we saw him. You backstory, finally? Oh, look at him, he's so cute. You baby. There was an old temple not far away from where we were. Someone had set up a stove by the gateway, boiling up a wok of noodles. We couldn't see his face properly through all the steam. Time to work on dinner, Lurkish? Ooh, I too will be working on dinner soon. I am definitely ready for dinner. We had no clue why someone would be making noodles there, but we were past the point of wondering, of asking, even of fighting. That wonderful smell and those piping hot noodles drew all of us near the wok, and we waited around him quietly. Pretty art? Yeah, it's so pretty. It's so nice. I love that they've added, like, animation to a lot of their arts, too. Like, faint, like this. Like, you can kind of see the snowfall. It's great. Never before had I eaten something so delicious. The moment those noodles entered my mouth, I felt like my tongue had been numb for decades, only to spring back to life right then and there. All along, I never knew that a meal could taste so arresting, so absorbing. It felt like a flavor beyond us humans. By the time I finished my noodles and looked up from my bowl, he was gone. He's like Santa. He's the Santa of food. Who knew that in my lifetime studying as a cook, the most profound lesson I'd learn would be in a shack of a temple outside Baitsao City. From then on, I apprenticed all over, so that one day I might make a bowl of noodles like those. But I couldn't. In the end, I just can't. You know, what if you're misremembering? I mean, look, you were starving at the time. Maybe that's why you found that bowl of noodles so tasty? Do you not trust my tongue? 30 years a bowl of noodles has been burned into my mind. 30 years I've been searching for it. If whoever that was is still in Baitsao, he must be over 50 by now. I searched all over this city. The well-known tea maker in the north, nothing. The guy who made the best pastries in the south, still nothing. I searched and searched until my fellow oldies in cooking retired, and only I was left. I was on the verge of giving up. But today, once more, I had tasted it. I don't know why. Her cooking skills were immature, but the noodles she brought forth tasted exactly like it. It was your chef here who taught her those noodles, am I right? How do you know? We sent out 100 written invitations for the Ding Feng Lo competition. I can recall every one. I've long been aware your savors at use had a reputation. I don't know what kind of relation your chef and that savior of mine have, and I have no clue why he's willing to waste his talents away like this. But I won't do the same. All the cooking skills I've inherited over the years, I can't let them end with me. Mobufu stands, produces a letter from his pocket, and places it on the table. You tell him this. That untrained disciple of his, she passes. Tell her to report to Ding Feng Lo 2 days later, before noon. Huh? She just passes? You get good enough business here. Did this doorstep sink again recently? We haven't replaced it in over 10 years. Low doorsteps can't keep the wind out. It's getting colder in the coming days. The boss won't let me. He says the lower the better. Too high and all the diners will stop coming. Mo Bufu steps over that low doorstep and disappears into the thick of night. Once again, the restaurant is empty save for squalls of wind through the hall. Their whistles grow louder as if lamenting. I'm still wondering if Yona is edible. It turns into the cake game show. Is it real or is it cake? I turn into cake. Have you guys seen some of the capes, the cake sculptures they've made before? Like, I know that shit ain't edible at that point, but dear God, are they amazing. Is he gone? I think mosquitoes think I'm edible. They go, ooh, sweet. Ooh, sweet. And then they bite the shit out of me and I'm, like, dying. You wouldn't eat them, though? Oh, same. Same. It's all the fondant. They use, like, fondant pretty much as, like, the only sculpting material. And I'm just like, no. No. I will look at it and it's beautiful and I love that it's also technically food, but I will not be eating that. You really are. I heard Blaze passed the test. Does that mean the prize money? In the words of Willy Wonka, everything in this room is edible. Even I am edible, but that is called cannibalism. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Forget about the prize money. What's wrong with you to torment a man like that? He's 70, 80 years old, and you'll just watch him freak out like that? You just can't find an apprentice to fit him, right? What's to worry about? Look at me. I never worry about things like that. Put yourself in his shoes. He spent a lifetime honing his craft just for it to be lost in a blink. Well, if it's lost, it's lost. He's such a brat. He's such a brat. Hi. It's his future reputation he cares about right now. It's the title of First Under Heaven he's carrying. It's others' cuisine he's obsessed with. There's no way he can focus on his own craft and improve it at this rate. If he can't make it through this, nobody can help him. Hi, y'all. Blaze is back. Look how late it is. I bet you haven't eaten. I'll go make you something now. Yeah. Congrats. I've got good news for you. You passed the Ding Feng Lo exam. We'll split the reward money 30-70 like we agreed. Yeah. You don't care? If you're that good for money, how about leaving your 30% of... Huh? Xingzu didn't come back with you? Oh, right. Where's Xingzu? Oh, she dropped in this afternoon while Jiang was out buying ingredients. She left you a note, too. Left me a note? You have passed the Ding Feng Lo chef selection. Please fall... Oh, whoops, wrong one. It's this one. He keeps giving people the wrong one. It's really funny to me. What could be so secret she has to leave it in a note for you? She's inviting me to her home. Ning Manor? Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Alright. It's a little bit early, but our last stream went so long that I think I'm going to call it there so I can go make dinner. Because I know this next one is going to take us like an hour, probably. I know I'm going to be like, oh, it won't be that long, and I'll dive into it. It'll be like 2 hours. And I will be really cranky. by the end of that. So, we're gonna call a little bit early today. We'll call a little bit early for today. Thank you, you guys, as usual, for tuning in and hanging out. I really appreciate it. I hope you had fun. Hopefully I was able to make the story somewhat fun to listen to, even though I wasn't doing voices this time around. It was just not gonna happen. We'll see maybe if it'll happen Thursday, I don't know. I feel like we get through it a little bit faster when I don't do the voices for stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, in the meantime, thank you guys for tuning in. I really hope you have an amazing day, an afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. Make sure to treat yourselves well, get lots of snacks and water, and get some good rest. Let's see if there's someone we can raid today. We can send you guys over to. Is Ailey up right now? Is Ailey up? I don't think she's up right now. Oh, she is. She is. Let's go say hi to Ailey, because it's been a bit. Actually, hold on. There's actually, there's someone else. It's outside of Arknights. But, one of the streamers I really enjoy, that's a smaller streamer as well, who's really nice, is actually still streaming at the moment. So let's actually go raid her, because I've never gotten to raid her before. And she's super sweet. So be nice. She's also playing Hamtaro right now, and we love Hamtaro in this house. So be super nice, go say hi to her, wish her well. It'll be Queen Keeks. A Queen Keeks. But yeah, have an amazing day, you guys. Thank you so much. Treat yourselves well and get lots of good rest, and we'll see you again Thursday. It'll be Thursday.